first. Come on. Okay. Patrick, I believe that we are feeding out to the people.
Just that easy.
That's going to be my belief. If you guys can hear us out there, hopefully I'm doing this right. There's like a little method to the madness here when we do this. But if so, if everything's going good, I'm looking at my iPad for the chat. So we'll see how that's going. Welcome back to the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. I'm your host, Hank Strange. Of course, I'm going to ask everyone to go to hankstrange.com. Yes, that's the place you need to go to because that's the thing we actually own. We don't own YouTube. Babyface and I were just talking about all this craziness behind the scenes. Don't own YouTube. Don't own Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. None of those. None of those. Even
if I did, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, we're broadcasting live right now on Utreon. That's great because we could show and fondle guns. I hope you got some gun fondling. So hold on, let's see. Oh, look at you. You don't even know what to do with yourself. Is that what is that? Glock? A
Roland Special Glock 19.
Oh, look.
Wait, it'll come in focus.
You built a Roland Special? Is this what you're telling me? Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. It is beautiful.
That looks good. Yeah, it looks good.
And I got the other, I got a 17.
Look at him. He does, yeah. Well. There's going to be so much gun fondling going on tonight, man. We might catch charges. So. But anyway, go to hankstrange.com. That's the place to go. Of course, go sign up and subscribe to Babyface P on YouTube, as well as
I'm on Utreon now too.
You got a Utreon channel, yeah. It might come in handy. Here. Let me do the open. Let me kick the open, and then we'll get into it. It's just me and Babyface, so it's gonna be lively tonight. Well, unfortunately,
both of us are dying right now.
Yeah, the real troublemaker, unfortunately, is out sick, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Let me do the open. We'll get to it.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit those subscribe buttons, smash the thumbs ups, ring the bell, do the arrow ups. Oh, there you go. Babyface P with the bell, the arrow ups, all that kind of stuff that you have to do on Utreon. Utreon has arrow ups.
If you're watching this 24 hours later or whatever your time frame is, come over and watch us on Utreon or give the thumbs up with you because you're putting these up on YouTube eventually, right?
Yeah, eventually. It takes.
Come over to Utreon. Come watch us live over here.
Yeah,
because we can do stuff like this live over here.
Yeah, guns. Oh, hold on. Look. Ooh, integrally suppressed coming at you here.
There you go. You
Check
can do
that
stuff
out.
like
from
that.
From Liberty Suppressors. We need to get Dave on the show. But yeah, you know what? We're not doing things right here. So first of all, we got to do jazz hands. Jazz hands. There you go, jazz hands. Hope everyone has the big girl panties on. This is episode 836 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. FreeForAll Monday. With myself and Babyface P.
It's only 2/3 of a free-for-all Monday, so we can't go as hard as normal.
Yeah, Walter is on the DL list. He's got a a cold?
He picked up a cold.
Yeah.
He was licking too much face wherever he was this weekend.
I think Walter was doing a race. I'm not even sure.
Mini biking.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up his Instagram and see because I forgot to do that over the weekend. I meant to keep up with him and see exactly what was going on there, but I did not. Big shout out to TUSC Firearms Crypto right down there. They sponsor the podcast here, and crypto. It's going to be really important. One of these things is we get smacked up from all kinds of different directions here. Our ability to buy and sell stuff. That's where TUSC Firearms Crypto comes in. And as soon as I figure out how I'm going to do it, Rob McNeely gave me 2 TUSC lowers, 80%ers.
You got to figure out how to give those out.
I got to work that thing out.
2 people are going to get lucky.
Yeah, and we have a whole bunch of patches and everything that we can also give away to people. So
cool.
We'll do that. I don't know if we'll see. I don't think we'll see Walter out there. Shout out to everyone who is out there in the chat. I see Jade Grew. Jade Grew is always in here on Utreon first. So big shout out to Jade Grew, Cruiseman as well. LV Louis Cypher. I think Kathleen Music Lovers out there.
Appalachian Gun Runner. You got the normal crew in here.
Yeah, M Avens.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Michael
also
Avens.
Out there. Yeah, Michael. Oh, is that what the M stands for?
I'm guessing it's Michael Avens because that's the name from YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Michael Avens, he's a YouTube. He watches us on YouTube, doesn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
You let us know, M. Avens, if you are the same person as I'm referencing.
Some people have changed their names a little bit over on Utreon.
Yeah.
So I always want to say Mavens, but Maven sounds like
she teaches typing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Sounds like a
what's that? Something Mavens teaches typing.
He says yes, Michael.
There you go.
So shout out to Michael Avens.
Oh, Mavis Beacon, excuse me. Mavis Beacon teaches typing. That's the one I'm thinking.
Okay,
that's an old 90s typing software.
Yeah. Can you type?
Yeah, I better be able to. That's what I do.
How many words a minute? Do you know how many words a minute you are?
Last when I did a fun one a couple weeks ago, it was like 45 words a minute.
Oh wow!
I think.
Oh, okay.
It was decent. It's decent.
Yeah. When I blow up, you're gonna be my secretary.
You got enough money, you can pay me. I'll do it.
Yeah. No, if I'm gonna spend the money, I'm gonna spend the money on boobs for Babyface B.
I was gonna say you're gonna have a pretty lady.
That's where it's going. Cruiseman says he's in disguise over here, which I know Cruiseman, but I can never, because that's a completely different name from what he usually uses. And Kathy Music Lover says, "Where's Wally?" So Walter is out on the. What is up with Walter?
Sick.
We got to find out. Yeah,
he's out. He says he's out sick.
Yeah. Let me see. Do you think he was putting stuff on Dirtfoot Racing? Let me see.
I just looked at Facebook and I think there's a Dirtfoot Racing post. It was a good picture of him like scooting around a corner on a mini bike.
Right.
Where was that?
Crap! No internet connection on my phone.
Oh, of course not. You're using up too much of it here.
Yeah. No, I have to use different internet connections for everything, man. Otherwise, this do not work. Okay, this gets really bad. Okay, here we go. There we go. Actually, let me see.
Like 6 hours ago. That's a good picture.
Yeah. So let's see here. This looks like...
You see him, Scooty Puff Jr. around the corner? Oh, no. Go back. What is this on? Instagram?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Facebook. If you go on there, the
Facebook. Okay.
has a picture.
Okay. All right. Oh, Facebook. He's got a different thing on Facebook?
He does. I don't know why it's not syncing.
Yeah. Maybe I need to refresh my page on Instagram. Let me check Facebook. So, anyway, what was up with your weekend, man? How was your weekend? What'd you get up to?
It was good, actually. Surprisingly, it was a good weekend. First weekend in, God, it feels like 2 months that Marley had both a Saturday and a Sunday off. So we did a whole bunch of eating. We got up and had breakfast. We had good dinners. We actually had a pretty good weekend.
Okay.
Not a whole lot. Well, no, I got chores done. I got some stuff done, but it was nice. It was a nice family weekend. Let's call it.
Yeah, you guys were in town or out of town?
In town. No, we're in town.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
liking this nice, cool weather. This cool weather is my kind of weather to get out and do stuff. But I don't do anything.
Did you see tomorrow's weather?
No. What is? Is this
anybody
good or
watching
bad?
or listening that doesn't know, we're in we're in and around Gainesville, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get the high tomorrow is like 55.
Oh, awesome!
And there's a chance for frost tomorrow night.
Nice.
Yeah, we could actually see some frost tomorrow night.
Yeah, I didn't get. Did I leave the house this weekend? Nope.
We did.
I stayed in the house all weekend.
Saturday morning, we went to Cracker Barrel, and let me tell you, I love me some Cracker Barrel.
Oh, really?
Oh God, I love Cracker Barrel. And,
why do you like Cracker? Like, I like Cracker Barrel, but not because of the food. Why do you like Cracker Barrel?
I like it. Well, I like the gubbins that they have up front for sure. But
yeah, it's like a nice little country store. Oh, okay.
No, I love the food. I love Cracker Barrel food.
Oh, I like Cracker Barrel because Cracker Barrel most Cracker Barrels, not all of them, lets RV dudes park out in their parking lot overnight.
Yeah. You can stay the night there because they figure you're gonna come eat.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you like, so usually what we'll do is go eat in there, but Lola doesn't like the Cracker Barrel food.
What?
No,
I don't know. They don't have anything that I don't like. I love.
She doesn't like their breakfast. She does not like
what?
Cracker
That's
Barrel.
blasphemy.
No. Well, because I think Lola is spoiled making her own self gourmet breakfasts.
What's a gourmet? Southern breakfast is as good as it gets. What's
No,
a gourmet breakfast?
Lola makes gourmet. Yeah, Lola. This is why I'm fat. Lola
What
makes.
does she make for breakfast?
Oh, she makes all kinds of omelets and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh, see,
For
just give me
breakfast,
some
you know.
good bacon and eggs
Yeah.
and some hash browns, and I'm happy.
I had so the other morning I woke up and I don't know why Lola decided to be nice to me, but I had to have cream
Not
of
like you
wheat.
deserved it.
Yeah, Lola, I had to have cream of wheat, which she made like nice cream of wheat for me. I'm a cream of wheat fan. Then she made boiled eggs on toast,
Oh my God, you did
which I
go.
like. I like boiled eggs sliced nicely, with the salt
So
and butter on the toast. I like my
you
toast
lived.
burnt.
Here's a question, because for me, I
Mm-hmm.
think a Southern breakfast is the best breakfast. You lived in England. What do you think of their breakfast?
Um,
I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil with my thoughts.
you know what? I'm gonna say American breakfasts are probably better than British breakfast.
Okay, I'm gonna say to me, British breakfast looks disgusting with like the blood sausage and the beans. No, that's not.
I don't
for me
know.
at all.
I don't know if
Not
they
even
have.
close.
I don't think you have blood sausage for breakfast.
Yeah, blood sausage. A typical English breakfast has like
I
a
don't-
ton of sausage, including
Yeah, but
blood
it's not the
sausage.
blood sausage
Oh
necessarily.
yes, it is.
No,
Go look
no,
up.
no.
Go pull up. A
There's
picture of,
sausages and eggs and stuff like that, but
oh,
I think
not for me.
American
Toast.
breakfasts tend to be nicer.
American Southern breakfast. That is the best breakfast.
Yeah, except I don't like grits.
I want
I'm not a
sweet
grits
and
guy.
savory mixed together. Give me pancakes and eggs and bacon.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Well, as you know, I don't eat pork.
Oh,
Yeah,
so you miss out on the bacon.
I have
and
turkey.
sausage.
I have turkey bacon. Turkey
I
bacon.
will say I had over
or
the
chicken
weekend when
sausages are good.
when we were at, well, you won't eat that either. It's ham. I had all
Yeah.
pork. I had bacon, sausage, and ham.
Yeah, no,
You wouldn't have eaten any of it.
no, probably
Ugh.
not. But I like to have a big breakfast. I think America is all about. Sometimes Lola makes me steak and eggs for breakfast.
Never had steak and eggs.
For breakfast,
We,
you never had that.
Whenever
Okay.
we have leftover steak, we
Mhm.
normally save it and do steak sandwiches. We never do steak and eggs.
Oh, yeah.
We
steak
always
and
save
eggs.
it for like the next day and then do like a good steak sandwich.
Yeah, Lola makes really good omelets. I like the
I
omelets
love
with the
that's one thing. I
dried
love
tomatoes. Have you had omelets with dried
It's
tomatoes?
like sun-dried tomatoes?
Yeah. It's very
No,
good.
But I would
Yeah.
try it because I like sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah. Lola
I
likes
love
to
a good
cook.
omelet.
She likes to cook. So when if I'm cooking, everyone's out of luck
It's
in that.
bologna sandwiches. Well,
In that
no, that's
case.
chicken. I think that's chicken and beef. You can probably eat that. Eyeballs and anuses.
I'll do some. I like to combine everything when I cook, dude.
Oh god, like
So-
do like casserole everything.
So like when I used to, if I had to make breakfast for the family, I would I would like
Just
fry.
a big
I would put
casserole.
I would fry potatoes in there, put the eggs in
Right.
there,
Okay.
put like everything in one thing, and I'll
I-
fry it all up. But my
I-
kids and Lola hate that.
See,
Yeah,
so,
I just put
so
everything
the-
in one thing.
There is a good breakfast casserole you can do where you get like a bunch. You do all the eggs and whip them up, and then you put in hash browns and you put in like onions, and then you just bake it in like a casserole dish. That is good. Fried, I probably would eat it too. I don't know. I never complain about breakfast food. I'll
Yeah.
eat most of it. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah. I just like to be creative when I'm making stuff. I like hot dogs sometimes for breakfast.
Nah,
But I have a
I gotta be-
specific way I have to cook hot dogs.
Okay, so how do you cook hot dogs? Because I'm a grill. I want them grilled and slightly charred. That's how I like my dogs.
No, I cook. So first, I boil my hot dogs. Okay.
Okay, that's.
So I
did that-
boil
we
them
did that
in a
at
deep
the-
pan, boil them.
Yeah.
But I put a lot of spices and everything in there. Salt
Okay,
and
so
pepper and a bunch of different
Okay.
spices, and then I
Okay.
boil it down. Then when it's not, and then while I'm boiling it, I puncture holes all through all the hot dogs, so they fully
Okay.
gets boiled. Then when I'm done with that, I pour out most of the water, and then I sizzle them. And I like char
Sizzle
them. Yeah, I char them.
Okay, no, I
down.
mean,
Yeah, it comes out great.
I've heard of worse. I've heard of worse ways, i.e., microwaving hot dogs. So I mean,
No,
there's
no,
nothing
no.
worse than a microwave hot dog.
Yeah, no,
Um,
no. I'm
you
not
should
down
try
with
if you want to get a little fancy. You take your hot dog, you cut some lines in it, and you put a little butter in the pan, and then you sizzle it.
that. Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
good.
there's juices. So like when you boil it down like that, the hot
get the
dogs have
juice.
their own juices that come out, and then it's
What? Okay,
and they
so,
get seared
so
in.
I'm also fancy when it comes to hot dogs. I don't like just the plain Oscar Mayers. I like the good like kosher
Yeah,
dogs.
big beef, kosher beef hot dogs.
That's what the
Yeah.
plain Jane El Cheapo dogs are
No.
not for me.
If you
I'm
don't know the meat
fancy.
inside of a hot dog, it's don't eat it.
Yes, yeah. I
Yeah.
actually I have learned that in my in
Yeah.
my 30 years now that cheap hot dogs are not for me.
Yeah.
They make me feel ill.
Now, I like sauerkraut on my hot dogs. So I also sizzle up
I like
sauerkraut. Yeah.
I
And
could do
a lot of times I'll sizzle the sauerkraut in the pan at the same time when everything else
sounds good. Cooked
is
sauerkraut's
sizzling.
good with me.
Yeah. To me, that's New York style. So, because I remember in New
You gotta eat the
York,
hot dog water.
well, the hot dog carts, yeah, that's why I boil
Yeah.
them, and then I char them down just a little bit, and then I
I
sizzle
guess
in. I like my
I see it.
sauerkraut like
It
warm.
reminds me of a New York dog.
Yeah, it's kind of like a New York style.
Have you ever done the what is it? Coney Island dogs, the big like footlongs. Did you have those when you lived in New York?
Yeah,
What's the famous
I
hot
don't.
dog place? Nathan's. It's like on Coney Island.
In New York, yes. Well, no,
Mhm.
Nathan's was all over. There's another one. I can't. Lola remember the name of it. So, you know. Yeah. So I'm just looking. By the way, we were talking about this. So John Crump had a story which I didn't get to see the whole thing, where there was a reporter from NBC that wanted to talk to YouTube channels that were doing stuff on P80s. I don't know the exact YouTube channels, but this guy, apparently most of the channels didn't like ignore the guy, but he wanted to talk about how YouTube was ignoring their own rules.
No, we don't talk about any of that. What are you?
So
Who would respond to this?
so anyway, somehow all of a sudden a bunch of channels started getting their videos deleted by YouTube.
Oh, they actually. So that was the consequences. They actually deleted them.
Yeah, NBC. John is telling me NBC provided YouTube a list of channels to demonetize and videos to remove.
I'm guessing
So
there's
people
nothing technically illegal or morally. I feel like that's snitching, and I think
Yeah,
as it's wrong. But there's probably nothing technically illegal about what they did. It's just reporting
yeah.
like anybody.
Yeah, it just sucks that, there's going to be more of reporters out there doing that kind of stuff. So, I guess whether you talk to them or not, I'm not sure if they went after just the people who talked to them or whoever they had on their list. Mm-hmm. You
I
did?
had somebody reach out, and no, not about that, but I had
Okay.
somebody reach out, and they were
Mhm.
like, hypothetically, if somebody came across a machine gun in an attic sort of deal, it was one of those. You're like, hypothetically, if I found a machine gun in an attic, I was like, you shut the fuck up and don't talk about it. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I don't want to know. Just shut the fuck up. That's what you do. You just shut the fuck up. I don't know.
Yeah, no one ever finds machine guns in
I
attics.
have no idea what you're talking about. I've
Yeah,
heard
that never
stories.
happens. There's no
But
such
beyond
thing.
that, you shut the fuck up.
That's a myth.
Yeah.
That has never happened to any human beings in known history.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, that sucks. That sucks that that those guys are out there going after people.
Did only the people that reply get demonetized, or did they just
I don't
pass
know.
over the whole list to YouTube?
Yeah, I don't know. Every people. I didn't get a chance to look at John's. I didn't get a chance to
looks
look
like
at the
it's
whole
on-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Crump's YouTube channel, I think. I'll watch it when we get off here.
Yeah. So if you guys get a chance to check that out, there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. I don't even know where to start. There was this. Did you see the stuff that happened in Milwaukee? Did you see that?
Yes, I have seen it, and it is horrific. I'm not laughing at their misfortunes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, there's a guy who, I guess, from what I'm reading, he
we're
was
on
evading.
YouTube now, so you can get me started, I guess, when we can't get demonetized from YouTube.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well, this guy was apparently evading the police on some kind of thing that happened, and then he drove his SUV into a crowd of people celebrating at a Christmas thing.
They were doing a Christmas parade. They were doing a Christmas parade. Yeah, ran him over, killed.
That sucks.
I don't know how many so far. So
He
far,
killed
about
5
37
people.
were injured.
Yeah.
Killed 5.
Yeah.
And
His name is Darrell Brooks, apparently.
yeah,
my
have
understanding
you
is
not
my
looked into him at all?
My understanding, it's a brother.
It is.
So,
It's a black
yeah.
guy.
Uh-huh.
But more than just that, he was a black nationalist. Is that what you would call it? Where he was, pro Black Lives Matter, pro all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond even just that, though, because again, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
He had a felony rap sheet like 15 pages long.
Yeah, a whole bunch of things.
And
that he
had
did wrong.
just bonded out of jail 2 days ago on $1,000 bond. This guy had no business being on the street.
Yeah.
And he was.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 42 Chilled says 22-year rap sheet. We have massive prosecutorial misconduct. And of course, this happened in Wisconsin, maybe
About
like an
20
hour
minutes
away from Kenosha.
No, it's like 25 minutes from Kenosha, I believe.
Yeah. So, I don't know if those two things are connected or this guy was just a horrible person trying to escape from the cops. I saw video footage of like a cop was trying to stop him shooting into the car, but didn't stop him.
And there supposedly are two others. I don't know if they found them or not, but there were two others that were with him in the car.
Yeah. As Walter's not here, but I would go with what Walter always says: death penalty.
That man has no reason to be.
There was a lot of kids. I hope none of those kids got killed, but there are people who have died, mostly like older people.
It looks like only between ages 50 and 80 died.
Yeah.
As shitty as that is, I'm kind of glad it wasn't children. But this guy was also a pedophile. I didn't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see that part.
Oh yeah, he was not only was he a pedophile, but he was a pedophile pimp.
What? What the hell does that mean?
He got into a relationship with his baby mama, who was 16 at the time. He didn't realize she was 16, got her pregnant, and pimped her out at the same time.
Okay.
So he's not only a pedophile, but a pimp.
Mm. Yeah, I hope they...
He's not a good person. There's nothing good about this guy.
At some point, certain people are no good to society and don't need to function with the rest of us. Is, I guess, the best way to put that.
He has outlived his usefulness.
Yeah.
To humanity.
So I don't know if they have other charges. I don't know if they're connecting that to the Rittenhouse trial. I don't think so.
When things like this happen, there's always people that try to go all sorts of political ways.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, we have no idea what the motive was. You can input your own if you want. We don't fully know what his motive was, other than it sounds like he was just trying to escape. He was at another scene 20 minutes earlier where he had beaten somebody and then was trying to escape from the cops and decided he was going to go. It's hard to know exactly what his motives are.
Yeah, for whatever reason, when he came across those barricades for this
decided he was
going to
run them down
the
and then run people over.
Yeah, he just went right through that, which, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
There are some people that
we don't need everyone. We don't need everyone.
No, we gotta.
We don't need everyone.
The world is populated enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So by the way, I know there's a whole bunch of things going on with the chat. There is an iPhone app. I don't know if you know this. There's an Android app for Utreon, and there's there's an iPhone one which I need to find. Where my let me see. Let's see if I could screen share alongside. Okay, boom. There's my screen share right now.
There you go.
There's my Utreon app. Let's see.
Your
I don't know if we can. I don't know if I could go to it. Okay, hold on.
Go to what?
I'm trying to see if I can go to the video.
Do not pull up the live video. We will inception ourselves to hell.
Really?
We'll hear ourselves talking over this forever.
Oh, okay. So I know on Android you could play the live video, but on iPhone I don't think you could play the live video yet. You can only play other videos that aren't live. So it's there. I don't know. I don't think we could see the chat though. Let me see. No, can't do anything with it while it's live. No. So there you go. But there.
Pretty good crowd. 25 people watching right now.
Yeah, they said at some point, yes, and everyone.
Edward Brower says you need the update.
Oh, you need the update. Oh, okay.
So maybe you're on an old version.
Yeah, Edward Brower is the CEO of Utreon.
Oh wow, nice to meet you, Edward Brower.
I feel like we're in the early. Can you imagine the early days of YouTube if the gun guys like us were on YouTube and the CEO came on in the chat while you're?
I would love it. I would love it because me thinking back at 2010 to 2012 YouTubers
Mm-hmm.
those people made so much money and had all the followings and they're still like the big channels because they
Right.
started.
Mm-hmm.
I had it was another one of the situations that I could never afford it at the time, but I knew somebody that owned a network. I knew somebody that back in like 2006, when
Mm-hmm.
YouTube allowed anybody to just create a network account, somebody that I know created one and had it and never used it, never actually made, because
What
networks.
was a network account? What can you do with a
So
network account?
like the group that you signed up with when you first started YouTube. You like they
Oh,
take a
I
cut
see.
that
Oh,
sort of.
yeah, like
They don't
managers
allow
kind
those
of
to
a
be
thing.
network managers. They don't allow those to be created any longer. It's a finite number of them, and whoever has
Ah,
it has it.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He had one of those accounts. He had a network account and never did anything, and said he wanted to sell it, and there was no way I could afford that. I couldn't afford. No matter what he was asking, I couldn't afford it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
getting
think
it on the
that's
ground level is.
yeah. I think that's supposed to help bring like advertising or different things like that.
Mhm.
Uh, depending on
Yeah,
what you
it
do.
gives you, and it also gave you like ways to communicate directly with
Hmm.
higher up. There was a lot that went into it, but no,
Yeah.
I hope something takes off. I'm so tired of. There's only one player in the game, and everybody has to kowtow
Yeah.
to them
Well,
because
listen,
they're
I'm
it.
happy. I'm happy using this. It seems like these guys are working on it. Edward Brower says, what does he say? Android Live. We're still dealing with Google to get it through. Okay, so they're probably working on that with Google. And if these
Apple.
guys are here, well, with Android also, I guess.
Oh, he said it. I
So,
thought you said Android's live. If you're not on iOS, you
he's
can
maybe he
AirPlay
said
Android.
Android is live. Okay.
Oh, Android, we're working. Android Live, we're still dealing with Google to get it through. Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Um,
So.
if you're on iOS, you can AirPlay it. Android, we're working on Chromecast.
Okay.
Cool.
I see. Yeah.
As long as you're actually doing something, that's more than YouTube.
Yeah. Absolutely.
YouTube literally does nothing, but then says, "Hey, we're going to screw everybody over and deal with it."
Yeah.
So,
I don't expect it all to happen right away. I'm glad. Look, we're going
oh
live through it
god,
right now. We got
yeah,
live.
that's a big deal, and I know that takes a lot of
Yeah.
bandwidth. From what I
We
understand,
can handle guns. Here, let me share this gun with everyone right now. Okay. Yeah.
So,
Uh,
you met with the CEO. Is he a gun? Did you ask him? Is he a gun guy at all? Does he
he
own
said
any
he's just getting into guns. I think he's getting a CCW. He is
Good for
Canadian.
him.
He's from
Oh, he's
Canada, eh?
Canadian.
Yeah.
Where's he living now?
Good question. I think in Canada, probably.
Edward, since you are out there in the chat, let me know. Are you still in Canada? Are you in the U.S.?
Yeah.
If you're in the U.S., what states?
Yeah.
If you're in Florida, I would love to teach you your CCW course. If you're
Yeah.
not in Florida,
I
I
think
unfortunately
they're
can't.
still in Canada. I think they
Okay.
incorporated. They incorporated in he's in Toronto. He says
Toronto.
Toronto.
Okay.
Oh, I
Canadians.
wonder if he knows.
Damn
I wonder if he knows Drake. I wonder if he like
yeah,
goes to the.
Canadians are like that. They all know each other.
Yeah, I wonder if
There's
he
only a
goes to the
couple.
club with Drake.
There's only like a hand.
You never know. You never know. He says he's headed
Heading
to the States a trip on.
Monday.
Yeah, headed to the States a trip on Monday.
Thanks.
He was at the Iraq veteran IV 8888 range day, the first one
Oh,
this year.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think I met him. I can't remember. I don't think I met him there, but he was there. And on Utreon, you've got Iraq veterans here, military arms channels here, Mr. Guns and Gears here, See an Arsenal.
Unfortunately, I have no dog in the fight. I don't know
Mhm.
who's going to win, but I just want somebody to give
Mhm.
YouTube a run for their money. I'm completely over them dictating how video should go, how everybody should do video, you know?
Yeah. And they are doing cool things, so I don't know if this is active yet. I have to find out. But they're going to do something where if let's say you have a Utreon account and you've got and then you come on here with me and I have a Utreon and people are giving us what they would call super chats, I guess they're calling super chats the
Yeah.
same kind of thing. We can actually share it.
Oh,
There'll
cool.
actually be a sharing system
Show
set
your
up in
support.
there.
Ultra,
Yeah.
excuse you, it's an ultra chat.
Ultra chat, yeah. So that way, like, let's say we get a big dog, like Mac, comes on, and people are giving super chats. A lot of those people are probably coming in because Mac is big dog. He's getting a bunch of people coming in, and we're getting people, so we get to share it. It's no.
Do you really
Yeah.
think Mac is shared his super chats out? He ain't
No.
sharing the Walther
No, no,
Chapter,
no.
buddy.
No, this is the thing. With Utreon, they'll have it set up where you could do that. It just does it for you.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
So in other words, if Matt comes in and he signs in and he's doing this and we're doing it together, there's a
on your
collaborative.
channel?
Yeah, there's a collaborative version of that or something. I don't know how it works.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, he just said.
So it's good, yeah.
Edward just said, collaboration feature is out. We'll have
Yeah.
to try that out. You
Yeah.
and I'll have to test it out and see what it.
Yeah, we have to figure out how that. And the beautiful thing about that, so instead of Mac just doing his own thing, because he's like, well, I could just do my own thing. People come over there. Then he could just come on with us and hang out,
and his fans give him
some
his
money.
money.
Yeah, still get some money, and then we get some money. We probably get more money just because Mac is on there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Matt comes in.
Yeah, so I like those kinds of ideas. They're working on doing those kinds of things. That's all. That all helps. Especially the day is coming, I think, when we're all gonna get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah, look, he says you set up the rev split. That's cool.
Yeah.
And anything less than, do you know what the super?
Yeah,
chat
I say
percentage is?
80% me, 20% Mac. That's what I say.
There you go. There you go.
That's probably if you're gonna leave it up to me, no, that's not that. I wouldn't do that. Not at all. I wouldn't do it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how the hell we do. Are you doing it now? Is that what you're up to?
No, I was just looking to see what
Yeah. Okay. Good.
cut is.
Go ahead and look into it. I think Utreon is like a smaller cut than YouTube. So check this
I was
out.
gonna say, all you have to do is undercut by 5%, and I'd be happy because YouTube
Yeah.
takes so much.
So check this out. I actually have a video on this coming out on the
Wait,
YouTube channel
Before we
pretty
move
soon.
further,
What's up?
what is on top of that?
On top of what?
Go back to your screen. Go back to your screen.
Wait. Are you talking
is
about
on
on top of
top
this
of
gun?
that?
Oh.
Yeah, what is that?
This is a Hollow Sun, son.
Oh, that's
It's a Hollow
the
Sun.
new Hollow Sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's the 513C or something like that? Or 512C.
Interesting.
512C, I think it is.
Interesting.
Yeah, nice little Hollow
have
Sun on
you-
there. Got that from
have you used
Barnauls. Thank you very much,
Have you used
Barnauls.
it?
Yes, I have used it. The video's coming
Do you
up.
like it?
Oh yeah, it's very nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, when you pick it up, it activates. It's got
Cool.
a nice
I like
little,
that. I like
nice
that.
little red dot there, which is active right now. So
Mm-hmm.
check it out. This gun is the KP-15, which is the polymer lower, right? All in one stock
Mm-hmm.
and lower from the KP-15. It has a magnesium upper. That's what this is, and then this is a Spikes Tactical, like a lightweight bolt. See the holes in the bolt right there? So Spikes Tactical lightweight bolt, magnesium upper, and then this is from Liberty
Zulu.
Suppressors, the Zulu integrally suppressed upper, right? Made out of titanium. So this, as this gun is right now with no magazine in it, this here is less than 7 pounds.
Okay, so my question always is, how's the recoil on it?
Oh, pretty good.
Because normally light guns tend to have a lot more recoil than, you pimp out an AR-15 with a lot of weight and there's zero recoil.
I think with this stock, like I know, so I shot it, Lola shot it, and also my son Angst Strange, that's what we call him.
Angst. And nobody
Angst-
had any complaints over
Yeah.
recoil.
And Angst is actually his name. So yeah, we didn't have recoil. You know what problems we had with this? Gas face. Yeah, you're gonna see Lola crying in that video, and I'm mad at her because she's like wussing out. Lola's actually doing this while she's shooting, if you believe it. This is
tends
not
to
a thing
happen.
you do when you're shooting. Yeah, but
That's a common issue. The PRI, I hear the PRI gas buster is like top tier. The one I have, you can try the one I have.
Is that the charging handle?
Yeah, PRI gas buster charging handle
Okay.
is like that's like considered best of the best. I have the Geisley Airborne, and that also is gas busting, and it works.
Okay.
It works well. Surprisingly
Yeah,
well.
there's some different things out there. So Brownells actually today sent me the Warhammer.
Oh,
this is from-
cool. I see. Yeah, it's got the little gas port.
Yes, and this is from Break Arms, which I'll show you guys on. They also sent like a handguard from Break Arms, the RG2 rigid rail system. I'll break this out of here in a second. But yeah, this Warhammer is supposed to have
I'm sorry. I'm just waiting for the. I'll give you a rigid rail system.
I got your rigid rail right here.
There it is. There. It
Yeah.
is.
Let me see if I could find it on Brownells actually.
Oh, you guys must be something cool that I dug out of the safe today.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
While you're looking at Barnauls, check this
Yeah.
out.
So
I forgot that I was
I'm running it right in the side window, right next to us, so you can show
I
your
forgot
thing.
you got a side
So the Warhammer is $39.99 from Brownells, and it's in stock. And the AR-15 RG2S M-Lock handguard is $79 to $89.99, also in stock from Walther Arms. There you go. Yeah.
Does it?
What was the question?
Gas puffing?
Yes, that's what it says here on the. It says replace any factory AR-15 charging handle. Relief cuts reduce suppressor gas. Perfect for use with a scope.
Oh.
Wide, easy grab latches. Billet 7075 T6 aluminum.
The new Mod 2 design features improvements for further reducing gas blowback in the shooter's face. Relief cuts on the top and bottom of the stem are designed to help direct gas. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
we'll have to try it. I try it next to the Geisley because that's a $40 gas charging handle. The Geisley's like $112.
Ooh.
So that's a big difference. You
we could do that comparison
for one Geisley.
Okay. It'll be good to see what's the differences there.
When you shoot a lot of suppress, that's the first thing you start noticing is you get gas. Your eyes start swelling from the gas.
Yeah. Cruise Man says if my last name was Strange, I would name my kid Super. Super Strange.
Super strange.
Yeah, let's see. And Edward Brower actually says that let's see. He says YouTube super chats are 30%. Yeah, and Ultra is 15%.
If anybody wants to Ultra, it's only 15% instead of YouTube taking a third.
Yeah.
And then not doing anything in return.
Yeah, there you go.
So check this out. I forgot. Was given this a long time ago, and I forgot I had it till today. Plain old leather holster on the front. This Glock 17 plain Jane leather holster.
Okay.
But the cool part is that if I
what
can
does
get
it
the light
say?
to catch it. Give me a second.
And
I'll catch the light.
TPD?
TPD, Tampa Police Department Glock 17.
Oh,
made
interesting.
At a company that is no longer in service.
Sullivan's
went out of business when I guess their place burned down in the early 2000s.
Oh.
But yeah, Sullivan's used to make all of the leather holsters for Tampa Police Department, handmade.
And I think that has the particular guy who made it. I saw made by Kutcher.
It does, yeah. It was made by Gutcher, whoever Gutcher is. He
yeah.
actually made this.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, I got two more on the way. That was given to Dad called me today and said somebody gave him two of them that are same by Gutcher.
Oh, cool.
Different styles. One's a pocket holster. One's for something else.
For Glock 17s or Glocks.
No. The other two are for two different guns, and I'm not sure what they're for. I'll see them tomorrow night or Wednesday when I go to Tampa. But no, I totally forgot that I've had this sitting in a box for years that somebody gave me. But
that's cool.
And now we can actually do, live on air.
Let's see. How does it fit in there, though?
It doesn't fit well because of...
what's happening
because
there?
Because of a red dot.
So you
red
can't...
dot on top. So, it wasn't quite made for that, but...
Right, yeah. That kind of stops it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a cool piece of...
No, it's still cool. Yeah, and you could still... Those are, if you... Do you have, just a plain Jane Glock 17?
No, this is the only 17 I have.
Oh.
The Pimp 17.
Okay. If you want to make a video for that, I got a plain Jane 17. I also have a 34.
They're probably cool.
Yeah, I have a Glock 34 also.
It's an open bottom, so it should fit the 34 as well.
Yeah. I keep all my Glocks.
I am glad I have one now, because I never had the 17 before, but I like it. It feels good.
What's your other Glock?
I have 3 19s. Either 2 or 3 19s.
Oh, okay.
I have this one. I have my original 19 Gen 4 that I carried for
Right. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, so you carried a 19 originally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got rid of the 43, so I no longer have that one.
Yeah,
but
that you sold your 43 when you got a SIG. Okay.
Yeah, 365, which is not on my hip currently.
Yeah. Armin and Axes gave us $5. Let me see if I can do.
Money.
He says, "This is Armin and Axis," so I'm just prefacing that for you. He says, "Hank's a dork. Patrick is cool. Laugh out loud. Good peeps. Edward here is 15%." So
Here's 15%. He appreciates it, I'm sure. And so do we.
Yeah. Thank you, Armament and Axis. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's very nice. And Edward says thanks to Armament and Axis also. Sending a couple of bucks there. In Canadian, that probably translates to some good money in
Canadian
Canada
dollars,
money.
yeah. Canadian pesos, that's quite a bit.
It's weird. I didn't think of this when Edward was
Well-
on. He's Canadian, but his whole head doesn't open up when he talks, like on South Park. So that's. I don't know. He might not actually be full.
Guy. I'm not your guy, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal.
He might not be fully Canadian. What is the reason that? Do you know why in South Park, like the Canadians are all drawn differently? Because that's funny as hell. That cracks me up.
I don't know why they ever did it, but I do love it.
Yeah. I know I saw one that was there was
Aaron
one
and
episode.
Phillip here.
Shout out to CBWE out there.
Hey.
So Richard Hoffman. I probably owe Richard Hoffman a phone call. I think he called me the other day, and I didn't return that phone call yet because it's been real crazy. But shout out to him. But I saw this South Park episode where there was like a Princess of Canada. Did you see the Princess of Canada South Park episode? It was crazy.
No, is that new? Is it recent?
No, I don't know, man. I just what do I have South Park? There's something I have that has South Park on it. Like one of these, one of these streaming things. I think it's HBO or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Has South Park. And there was like a Princess of Canada got kidnapped, and then all Canadians got magically activated.
No, I haven't seen that one.
It was so stupid. It was really, really, because I think there's one of the kids. Okay, Lola's bringing in a Glock in here for some reason. I already showed this Glock, Lola.
You because I heard Armory Axis call you a dork, like you don't have any Glocks on you.
No, he didn't call me a dork because I didn't have
strapped,
any.
no,
He
we got
called me a
Glocks
dork
everywhere.
because he's jealous of my awesomeness.
We go strapped.
Huh? Yeah,
I said we come strapped. We got them.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got guns in here. I got guns. So Lola brought the Pistole 80.
Oh,
Pistole 80.
I will admit, I do have a fondness for that one. I would love
Yeah,
to
you
pick
did a
one up.
video. Did you do a video of this thing?
Yeah, I
Okay.
liked it.
Yeah.
It's a very slick. For me, I have sweaty hands when it gets hot out. Very slick gun.
Yeah.
But, I did like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something. It's just
If you don't have a Gen 1,
Gaston Glock did it
Yeah.
right. He knew what he was doing.
yeah. You know what? So did you see, was it like a month ago or something? I don't know when the hell that was. I did a video with Baron von Savant.
Yeah. It came out 3 weeks ago on their channel. Don't
Yeah.
ask me how I know that because I was looking at Barnauls' channel today and I saw you in a thumbnail from like 3 weeks ago. It's on
Yes.
it's like the 6th or 7th video back.
So when I was in that studio at Barnauls, those dudes had a Gen 1 Glock up in there.
A real Gen 1 Glock.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I would love to have one of those.
Yeah, they said they had a connection, but I think it was like, oh, this guy's like $1,500. I was like, no. I don't know if I'm that. I don't know if I'm that desperate yet for a
You're
Gen 1
really
Glock.
pushing my. If it came with everything, if it came with the Tupperware and the receipts and like all of the stuff, I could spend $1,500 on a Gen 1 Glock. But I want it all. Like I want to see the receipt of when somebody bought it. I want like everything.
Yeah, I don't know what they were talking about. Is it? I think it was a Gen. Is it a Gen 1? I think it was a Gen. Did the cops have Gen 1s? Yes, right?
Most of them moved to Gen 2s, I think.
Oh.
I don't know if they Gen 1 Glock 17s are not that common. They're not rare. They're not like super rare, but they're not.
How
as
many
common.
Gen
2s,
1s do we have in America? How many Gen 1s came to America?
I have no idea. It's a good question.
Yeah.
The original, we never had any P80s. The P80s were the Austrian military, so I don't know that there are any real P80s out there.
Yeah, maybe this. I'm not 100% sure it was a Gen 1 that I saw now.
I'd have been a
You know
Gen
what?
2.
Hold
I would
on.
not
I
pay
took
15
pictures.
for
I
it.
took pictures of it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna
You
go
can
back
tell,
in my.
a Gen 1 versus a Gen 2, you can tell it. Well, you can tell the difference from them.
Let me see if I can find the pictures. By the way, what is this coming in here? LV Louis Cipher says South Park is hilarious. I love the
Yes, it
episode
is.
with the bomb sniffing pig and Paris Hilton. I never saw that.
Very silly.
Listen, South Park has some prophetic stuff.
They do. They do. They really do.
I can't sleep on South Park, man.
So
they've-
the Gen 1 will not have any checkering on the front grip, where the Gen 2 will have straight checkering. That'll tell you if it's a Gen 1 or a Gen 2.
Okay, so if I show you a picture of it, we should
I can
be
tell
able
you
to
what generation it is.
figure out if it's a Gen 1 or Gen 2, right?
Undope,
Okay.
I can tell you what it is.
Okay, hold on, let me see. I'm scrolling back.
Gen 1's also
here we go. Here's my picture
Gen
of
1
it.
is single pin.
Okay, what is
That
this
is a
one?
Gen 1. That is a true Gen 1.
Yeah, these guys were telling
is
me
a-
that was like $1,500. They had a source.
It's a single pin Gen 1 Glock 17. Yeah, that's a legitimate Gen 1 Glock 17.
Okay, so you're saying that was worth it?
That if it came with the Tupperware and all that stuff, I'd probably do it if I had that kind of money sitting around.
I don't know if they had all that. I don't know.
I
if they
just
had
bought
all
a new
that.
laser, which I can show off, by the way.
Oh, let's see. You got a laser what? Oh,
Check that out.
look at the MP5, man. Your MP5 is really pimped out versus my MP5.
Look at that. Isn't that cool?
You've got everything on this thing.
So this
Wait,
is,
give me the rundown. What is?
What I just got is PEC 14, not the PEC 15. This is originally was made. It's an infrared laser for night shooting. Originally was made for pistols. Yes, imagine putting this on a pistol. Because versus my hand, it's a fairly large device. But yeah, it's a full power IR laser and illuminator. So I picked it up. I did some trading to get it because I wanted to try it on the MP5. Going back from there, we got the pressure switch. And by the way, this is still. This will show you how old it is. You can't tell from here. It's incandescent. It is not LED. Let me see.
Okay, this is the new thing that you picked up. Are you gonna modify that to?
Yeah, so I already have an LED upgrade on the way.
Okay.
Moving back, though, if you want to know, moving back from there, we have a Midwest Industries M-Lock Handguard with the. I just glued the tape switch to the top for the laser.
Okay.
A Midwest Rail with a Vortex Venom on top. And then the B&T side folding stock. So.
And is that B&T side folding polymer?
Yep, plastic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
That looks good.
How my MP5 is currently sitting.
That looks good.
It's getting pimped out.
Yeah, that looks good.
But I need to come out sometime and try this with some night shooting. Because you switch this over like that, and it's infrared. I don't know. Let's see if the camera can pick up IR.
Let me see.
No, it cannot detect.
I saw
the IR.
something originally when you turned it on, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's just the regular incandescent bulb.
Oh, I'm seeing a red
Bulb
thing in there.
It's a red laser and an incandescent, like an 80-watt incandescent bulb.
Yeah.
These things. So these were originally made. They were originally designed with the Mark 23. You know, the giant 45 that H&K made. If you look up the Mark 23, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
The only offensive
Mark 23.
Mark 23.
Okay.
They Insight originally made a PEC 14 that attached to the Mark 23, and it was a massive gun. But no, I found one to trade, and I picked it up because I wanted to try playing with. I want to shoot the MP5 at night. Really, is what it comes down to. I want to put
Is that a
nuts on it, shoot the
handgun?
MP5. It's the only crew-served handgun out there because it is
Oh, my Lord.
huge. It is massive.
Yeah. This thing. Right here. Boom. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go full screen. This gun.
That's it. It is a. See if you can find a picture of that with a laser module on it. It's huge.
Okay.
But yeah, Mark 23s are super, super cool guns.
Okay.
So yeah, that laser module was designed in like the mid 90s.
Oh, so I have
Mark
to look
23.
up. I have to look Mark 23 laser.
Do laser and it'll come up. For
Yeah.
sure.
Aiming. I guess they called it a laser aiming module.
Yep, LAM, LAM.
Yeah. So this is what I'm getting right now.
Yep,
No, it's not that.
No, that one's got a Surefire.
Is it this thing? This huge...
One on the right, top right. Go back.
Well, it's none of these?
Go back.
It's not... Oh.
Nope, go back.
Top right here?
There you go.
What
now
the
you're
hell?
Secret Snake. Now you're Secret Snake.
Oh, my lord. Okay, let's see.
And you see how big, and that's the Knight's Armament.
And it has a can on it.
And it has a Knight's Armament can on the front.
The can looks... That Knight's Armament looks cool.
Old school 45 can.
Have you ever shot any Knight's Armament guns or suppressors or anything like that?
No,
Okay.
I would love to, but I never. There's stuff.
I have, but it not like I haven't owned any. It's just some.
It's always been out of my price range. All of
Yeah.
their stuff is really expensive.
Yeah.
But the coolest thing, which I'm still trying to find some info on this is not a true PEC 15, PEC 14. So on a real PEC 14, it would have all the markings on the bottom that say Class 3D Laser, PEC, blah blah blah. This one I have never seen on the internet. But there you go.
Okay, that's in Hebrew.
It's in Hebrew. Yeah. So it's a PEC 14. They call it, if you look down here. Let me see if I can get close.
So this came from a foreign land.
So this one, you can see this one's actually labeled a Lamb 700 instead of a Lamb 1000. So it's not a true PEC 14, and I'm guessing it's from Israel. I can't find any info on it. So if there's anybody out there that can help me hunt down info.
Yeah, where's
on
Razor
Lamb
JB
700?
right now?
So I've talked to him, and the documentation that him and I put together has nothing references a Lamb 700. So I have a feeling this is a pretty rare bird, just because it's an Israeli marked PEC 14.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this is here. This can show you how big it is. If you were to put it on a Glock 17, hold on, let me loosen the nut up. You put it on a Glock 17. That's how big it is on a Glock 17. It dwarfs the
It's
Glock.
like a third of the weight of a Glock.
Yeah, it dwarfs the Glock 17.
Yeah. What is it? Is it heavy?
No, it's all plastic. There's no metal,
Oh, okay.
so it's actually
Okay.
fairly light. But yeah, this is old school. You would have 80 lumens and a laser.
Let me see. I'm trying to. What was the Israeli version of an MP5? Is that what are we talking?
They had an Israeli MP5?
No, I'm just asking you. Was there an Israeli? Because
they have the Uzi.
So that's what I was going to say. Is the closest that the Israelis came a Uzi?
Yeah, they're 9mm sub.
BWE should know this. Was there ever BWE? If
They
you're
never
still out
did.
there, an Israeli thing that came close to what an MP5 is.
They always went with the Uzi, and Uzi's just direct blowback. They didn't do the German thing.
Yeah, he's saying
but the
Uzi
Uzi's
also.
still-
So, would that be on a Uzi? What would that be
You
on?
could probably put this on an Uzi. Well, these the pictures that I've seen of PEC 14s, most of the time they're on pistols. You'll see this going on something like a Beretta M9 or.
Well, what I'm
like
trying
a
to figure out. So,
Uzi.
what have we seen? What would that have been on in Israel, like IDF or something like that? What would they have just had
I don't
MP5s?
Well, no. So, mind you, remember, this isn't made necessarily for a rifle. Most of these were made to go on pistols. So they probably would have put it on a. Maybe it would have gone on the Mark 23. I don't know. It's hard to know exactly.
Or a Jericho
What this
or
would've gone
something. Did Jericho
Could have gone on. Yeah, could have gone on a Jericho. Those are full size guns.
Yeah, BWE
most
says
likely-
Uzi is much better.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Most likely, the more I think about it, the more this might have been like a Mossad item. Because this is not something you just give out to the rank and file. Even in the IDF, they have a ton of money, but this would not just go to the rank and file people. This would probably be like super secret, like SEAL Team 6 type stuff, you know? Back in 1998.
Yeah, we'll have to get some IDF guy to
I would
fill you
love
in
for
on that.
anybody that knows more about this to reach out to me and tell me what they know about the Lamb 700 IL.
Yeah.
And it's all in Hebrew.
First of all, and also, I would like to also disagree with BWE.
I love my MP5.
MP5,
He hates-
like if a full auto MP5 versus the
Oh.
Uzi, I would still take the
Oh.
MP5.
To my
Uzis
soul,
are
I
awesome.
love it.
Uzis are awesome. I'm not, but if I had to
love
choose one,
I
Yeah.
love an MP5.
yeah, we should do some videos like if you had to choose one. Now someone's going to steal that idea because
I had to choose one gun.
If you had to choose a Uzi or an MP5,
that's an easy. You know the answer to that's an easy question.
If you had to choose an AK or an AR,
that's a little bit more difficult.
I'm taking the AR.
For what scenario? Like right now, if you said take an AK or an AR, AR-15.
If it was a 5.45 AK versus AR.
So I go back to the thoughts of supply chain. If I had to feed a 5.45 gun, that's difficult. Where I can scavenge plenty of AR magazines off of everybody.
Not when so you were here on Friday. If anyone missed Friday's episode, we had the PSA dudes on, and Patrick was in the first half and Walter was in the second half. Second half, they were talking about the Tula ammo.
Yeah, did they
acquisition?
Did they let anything slip?
We gonna get all kinds of stuff. First, they're gonna start making 9mm. Then they're gonna Then they're gonna be making 5.45, 7.62. Yeah.
7.62?
In America.
And what?
Obviously,
it's gonna be PSA branded. I'm guessing.
You know what? I didn't ask that question. That's a good. I didn't even think about asking that.
They acquired the. They didn't acquire tool ammo. They acquired the hardware.
Well, some kind of stuff came over on a ship.
Yeah, but they
including there was some people probably stashed.
Yeah, they shipped over the people too,
in some shipping containers along with machinery.
You have to bring over the expertise. We are not a country that makes steel cased ammo that well.
Yeah. My understanding is they bought first of all from Josiah was saying that his brother went on ARFCOM and announced a whole bunch of stuff. Like they bought a bank.
What?
Yeah, I'm not, Yeah. You have to go look on see if you can find on ARFCOM. It would be from Jamin. I'm not sure how you spell Jamin, but it would be Jamin has some kind of ARFCOM account.
Yeah.
Something, it would be Palmetto State Armory or Jamin. I think Jamin is like Jaymin or something like that.
Armory.
That's the only person I ever heard of with that name, by the way. But I'm assuming everyone in the family has J's. So Josiah, Jamin.
Those are old.
Jeremiah, probably.
I was gonna say those sound like old biblical names to me.
Yeah, Joshua.
Yeah, they sound like old biblical names. ARFCOM.
Yeah, so he apparently went on there and just announced a whole bunch of stuff. So I think they bought the machinery, all the tools and stuff like that. So that's gonna happen. I think he said in the next 2 years, all that's gonna be getting cranked out here. So,
I love it. So all I can say is I love it.
Yeah.
I want to see all of the cool stuff come to stateside.
Yeah. It would have been awesome. Now, I think that they're going to set all that up in South Carolina.
I wish they would have done it here in Florida.
Yeah, that's my...
I gotta go watch their well, no, I take
they
that
have
back.
Stuff. They do make stuff. They do make stuff in Florida, by the way.
I was gonna say I gotta watch their corporate website to see if they're ever hiring. But now that I say that, sometimes
you're probably better off doing what you're doing right now.
Keep your fun and your business relationships separate.
Yeah.
After the last time and how I got screwed there, fuck that.
Right,
we're gonna just keep it all separate.
Yeah. Lola says PSA ammo is also coming, so I don't know if they're gonna call it Tula.
Yeah, they probably have they'll probably have their own brand name for it. If it's not PSA, it'll be something else.
Yeah. Tula Amerikansky.
That's exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all good stuff, man. They're doing a whole bunch of things from what I remember the bank thing. That stuck in my brain. It's just that we were talking about it at the end, and I was like, oh my god. Now, if I get into that, we'll just keep going for another. Yeah. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get Jamin to just come on the podcast.
I don't think I've ever talked with him before.
No, I've met with him one time, and it was not easy to get that meeting.
He's a busy man, I assume.
Yeah. So, and I was gonna do video and all that kind of stuff, but it turned out every single thing we talked about was something I couldn't put on video.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. They probably have so many irons in the fire that cannot be disclosed yet.
Yeah. Armament and Axis says 2 most popular rounds in USA 9mm 5.56 223, but it will be very awesome to get 5.45, and then PSA is going to be making some really nice 5.45 guns.
We've shot the AK-74s, and I liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I'm getting a crank. Come hell or high water.
I already got a stinky crank.
Yeah, I know.
I would love to shoot one of theirs whenever it comes out, but yeah, I have a stinky crank already.
I'm gonna get one of those. That's one gun that you have that I'm like, okay, it's cool.
A little jelly of.
Cool. Yeah, a little bit.
By the way, what's on your wrist today? How's the tooth?
My wrist is just hairs from my. Yeah, I don't because I'm at the house. I'm in the van, but I'm at the house.
Yeah.
So, well, you trying to show off something on me today?
I was scrolling Facebook and there's a Pepsi Omega that just came up on Facebook, but
oh yeah, that's probably really expensive.
Probably more than I want to spend.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is all the watches I keep trying to find Marley like, oh, I'll buy you a watch of mine. The only one that she likes, she doesn't like any of the Rolexes. I try to find her. She has one particular Omega that she really likes that has like gold and diamonds, and it's like. What, $32,000? I was like, listen. One day, I'll get you that, but that's not today.
Yeah,
we can't afford that.
That's like Lola's favorite jewelry thing is Bulgari. Do you know about Bulgari jewelry?
No, ridiculous. But if it's related to that company,
you don't want to know prices of Bulgari stuff. Let's just put it this way: Lola's not getting Bulgari anytime soon.
You gotta ask what the price is. You can afford it.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Bulgari bracelet, $26,000.
No. Everything from Bulgari is expensive.
God.
Yeah.
That is expensive.
So yeah, if I see that at a pawn shop somewhere, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna be cheap in a pawn shop even. So.
Question for people in the chat: is anybody looking for anything in particular for Black Friday this year? Because I already blew my wad today. PSA put out an early Black Friday thing.
Oh, what did you get from PSA?
So nothing big. I ordered the parts to finish. Well, you know what? I guess we can show it off since it's been sitting in pieces.
And everyone, tell us right now what for Black Friday. What are you saving your ducats for? What are you saving your money for out there?
This has been sitting in pieces for a very long time. This is the original build that Hank gave me like 4 or 5 years ago. 18-inch, 5.6 barrel.
Yeah, wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you want to tell people that I gave you a complete gun, and you chopped it up into little pieces, and sold it?
I did not sell it. Thank you very much. The knife that we got Lola originally, I traded the trigger out of this.
Yeah, the
you're
knife.
Welcome. You're welcome.
That gun got parted out real quick. What do you have left from this gun?
No, not real quick. It was not real quick. It was when Marley went to nursing school and I had a whole bunch of expensive shit on this gun that I never shot. I was like, let's pay the mortgage instead of having this.
But you still have the lower. Let's see the lower.
This is not that lower. This is a different lower.
Where's the lower?
It's next to me. I'll get it. This
is a dick butt lower.
I'm gonna be repainting this one. I had to do a little work on it.
Yeah, what happened there?
Hold on.
Why is that scratched up like that?
Because I had to redo the original engraving wasn't very good.
Oh,
so I had to redo it. Here's what you're looking for.
Look at that classic Hank Strange logo. Do you know how many people in this world have a Hank Strange logo like that on their gun? You and some other dude.
Sean Effries.
I don't have.
Didn't he? We pull his name out of the hat that time.
No, I don't know who has the other gun. That's a good question.
It was somebody who watched. I remember when we pulled it. You told me that it was somebody that always watched and comment on the content. So it was like it was a good pull. But yeah, I'd love to know who still has it, and do they still? Hopefully, they still have it.
Yeah, if you know the person out there who has that gun. To that one, there's not a whole bunch of Hank Strange. You know what? I think. Oh, actually, we gave 2 Hank Strange engraved guns to Mosh. We gave them to. Yeah, we gave them to Black Guns Matter. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to those.
They're in a safe, is what's happened to them.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know. I know we sent them out and they got received. Then you, and then that person, and then maybe we have like another gun or something somewhere, right? No, we don't. With that logo, there's no other guns, I don't think.
I think this is the only one that I know of.
There might be 4 in the world with that logo.
PSA watch is PSA watch. They have a watch?
42. 42 Chilled is talking about if you work. This happened in your, like when you went to dinner with Marley. PSA, if you work there for 5 years, you apparently get an Omega.
Oh, cool! That's an awesome gift.
Yeah, and Ty,
cool.
who I do the videos with, he has one of those.
Is it
he showed it to us.
PSA or
yeah, it has PSA on the face.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
I would love to have one of those.
Yeah,
that's like these. For anybody that doesn't know, the Microtechs.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever come across one that on the back, pardon my French, says "fuck you," those are extremely rare knives.
Whoa, why would it say that though?
Tony Marfione, the owner, makes them custom for people he likes. If he comes across you and likes you, or if you work for him,
and he puts fuck you on there.
Puts fuck you, and they're known in the knife collecting circles. Like if you come across one of those,
if you come across a fuck you knife, a fuck you
very collectible.
Microtech.
Yep. There's only, I don't know, 20, 30 of them out there, so they're super collectible.
Yeah.
But
Also,
that's like the PSA watches. You get a fuck you knife.
Also, if anyone comes across a Microtech that has Hank Strange all over it and Lola Strange, please let us know because the TSA stole it from Lola Strange.
I don't want to talk about it. It made me so angry. It made me so angry.
Yeah. We're apparently not getting that back. Armored and Axis says,
are you looking for anything for Black Friday? What are people saying?
Yeah, Armored and Axis says 10 mil. What does he say? 10 millimeter is the best millimeter.
Best millimeter, yeah.
Cruiseman says he's looking for 223 556. Oh, people looking for ammo. Yeah. LV Louis Cipher says his retirement account. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, let us know what you guys are looking for out there. And by the way, smash those arrow ups. You know, I don't know. We need to get some of those arrows.
I don't want to chill for them too hard, but they had the thing that prompted me to finish rebuilding this. They had Toolcraft bulk carrier groups for $60 or $70 today. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna buy one of those. And then I'm like, well, I need a lower parts kit. Shit, let me just buy that. I also need some upper parts. And then finally I was like, let me just rebuild this whole gun and be done with it and put it in the safe. And then we have it forever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what gun-related thing.
There's nothing. That's what the weird part is. There's my aunt and uncle, actually. We talked to them yesterday, and they were like, what do you guys want for Christmas? And I was like, I don't need anything. If I want something, I go buy it.
I mean, you know what I think is missing from my collection? A really nice revolver. Like you have a Python.
You should get. Well, you could get a 686. Those aren't super expensive.
I was at Barnauls, the store. The actual Barnauls store.
Did you come in or something?
They had Pythons, used ones, but there was like a beautiful Python up there. And I was talking to Roy about it, and he's like, yeah, I've seen it, but that thing's not going to last long. Literally that day, like 2 hours later or something, came back over there, sold already.
Yeah,
someone came in there and bought it, but it was like, damn, I think it was like 3,500. Or
holy moly, that is way overpriced.
It had a long barrel on it. It was like
one
the
of the
big
8-inch like hunting guns.
It was a really big one, really big.
That's too much money for me. I don't crap that much gold. Sorry.
Cruiseman says I did my main Black Friday shopping today, but I'll be looking for deals on Friday. I like the. What is the name of that company that makes 1911s that I always complain about? They have to break in.
Oh, you have to break in.
Yeah. What you know what I'm talking about? Like
the one that Walther has one of.
Is that what Walther has? Like they make 1911s. It's not
the really expensive brand.
It's kind of expensive, but not super expensive. But
it's not the one that we know the guy that makes them.
No. I'm not talking about Cabot guns.
It's not Cabot.
There's a company that makes 1911s, but they also have a revolver. Oh crap.
Shoot. I can see it. It's Knight, not something Knight.
No, Kimber.
Kimber. That's it. Kimber.
Yeah, who said
you want
that?
a Kimber revolver?
Kimber. Yeah, Kimber. I like the Kimber Revolvers.
I would love a Glock revolver. If they ever did that, I would buy it.
Oh my god.
All polymer.
I would buy it myself.
I would buy
I'm
it.
not gonna
It'd be
lie.
cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I would, but I think we'll see a Glock carbine before we ever
They have the plans.
before we
They're already
ever
out
see.
there.
So here, let me see if I could put this right next to us here. So Kimber Revolvers, man. There's Kimber Revolvers out there, and these.
PASA stainless.
Yeah,
Special
I like
edition.
these longer barrel ones, believe it or not. And I've actually shot these at SHOT Show.
The Kimbers?
Yes. And
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was like a Rolls Royce of a revolver.
Really?
It was just really nice, yeah. I remember
not
thinking to
that
myself,
expensive.
yeah, I'm gonna get one eventually. I'm trying to catch one at like
You don't
used.
have a revolver, do you?
I don't think I have
You don't
any not right
Any
now.
revolvers?
In the past,
Well,
I've
you
had
might. You have
revolvers.
the little mini revolvers, like the North American Arms. You have a couple
Yes,
of them.
I do have those, yeah.
Does that really count as a real revolver?
I don't know. No, I don't know if I would put those in like traditional
those are
revolver
fun. To
category.
me, those are fun guns.
Those are good little guns to have.
Yeah, I love mine. I would never get rid of the two that I have.
Those are great little pocket guns. Man, I can't even. M. Avon, sorry, I don't know. Michael Avon says, "I'd like to see that Smith & Wesson 10mm under the tree." What?
Which one? Revolver? 10 mil revolver, or they
Maybe.
just M&P?
Oh, there we
they
go.
have
Here's the
an
longer
M&P
version of
out.
this. Oh,
See, that looks pretty good. That
Yeah.
underlug looks sharp.
yeah. These
it's a
look
good
good
one.
and feel really good, man. It clicks over like quality. I don't know how to
There's-
explain it.
There's something about a high-end revolver that, they just feel so good in the hand.
Yeah, they felt really good. They felt like good I don't know how they've done. I don't know. So my thing was, I was like, oh, I'll wait until until I see those used. But I haven't caught them.
Mm-hmm. That's not something that's going to go on the used market. That you got to really want one to go buy one.
Yeah.
You know what I want? If I could get another revolver, I would love to get myself one of the. Is it the RX? What's the Smith and Wesson?
Is it a big bore revolver, Smith?
No,
Wesson?
it's a 357 R8. The R8 revolver, I think, is what it is. Yeah, M&P R8. Look up the M&P R8.
How dare
I
they?
want one of those. I want one of those. Really
It's actually
bad.
called a R8.
Yep, M&P R8.
That's interesting.
It's a
How did
7
they-
or 8 shots.
How did they how did they even they stole R8? Now I gotta get
Because
one.
it's not a car.
Huh?
Because
Yeah.
it's not a car.
What is this? Smith & Wesson. Let's go to this. Let's see when this
Yeah, go
loads
through
in
what's-
here. It's loading up. It's loading up. Just
It
real
is-
slow. This is how super slow my internet is running off my phone.
It's
Just for
an
everyone to see.
8.
It's still not loaded.
It's an 8-shot 357
Taking
in like
forever.
black
Taking forever.
aluminum. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's scandium.
Wow,
the
this
frame is
page is
scandium. It's lighter weight.
This page is really taking a long time. Oh, here we go. Oh, are we getting something now?
Maybe.
This is so
It's
horrible.
slowly
Oh, because of the
going.
cookies. Because of the cookies.
Oh, there you go. The
The
pictures don't want to load. They're at the top.
Yeah, where
Photos
the
are
hell
going to be
is
at the
it?
top, right there where it's not loading pictures. This is what.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to load. Come on!
You and your crap internet. I swear.
This is terrible. Okay, okay. If this doesn't
It's
load
low.
now, it doesn't want to load, man. It doesn't.
It's not
Hold
going
on.
to load. You're going to have to
Let me-
refresh it. Like
Let me-
hard
I'm gonna
refresh.
go. I'm just gonna go to images on Google Images. That'll be
Yeah,
better.
that's
I
probably
think it's the
faster.
website. Yeah. Oh, that's
Well, I
also
don't know.
taking
Google
forever. No,
Images
that's-
isn't doing anything either.
That's not working either.
You need that satellite internet.
Yeah, man. For some reason we cannot get we can't get
What's it called?
Starlink. We can't get Starlink in Florida. They won't give it to us, man. But I could basically see from some of the pictures here. Come on, I can't believe this is not loading. This just really sucks. So when did how much are oh here they go. Here we go.
It's
I
like
got the pictures. I got the
1300.
pictures. I got the pictures. Here we go. All right.
Oh, look at that top left. How beautiful is that? All
so
blacked
this-
out.
Yeah, so this has a
Underlug. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
so
one's even more pimped out.
yeah, this has a freaking rail
It's
on
got a
it.
rail, big rail on top, underslung rail, so you can put like a light on the front.
This is like
Eight
a
rounds.
tactical.
Oh yeah, 8 rounds of 357 Magnum. Oh
It
God,
looks good.
yes. Oh, it looks cool.
Hmm.
I would love to have one of those.
This is 8 rounds.
8 rounds of 357 mag.
Oh. Was that ever in any movies? I don't know if that was. That's a toy. That's a toy version right there. That's not.
Yeah, it's pretty new. It
Yeah.
only came out maybe 7-8 years ago. It's still fairly new.
Okay.
Michael Laven says he wants the M&P in 10mm. I saw a picture of it.
Oh, look
it's
at
just
this.
it's just a regular M&P, but in 10mm, which is awesome.
Look at this picture that I found right here. This is crazy.
Yeah, how cool is that?
What the hell?
Imagine breaching doors. You got the riot shield in front of you and 8 rounds of 357 on tap.
Oh boy. And is that a laser?
I think so. I think it's a laser and a red dot.
Wow.
It's too freaking cool. It's too freaking cool.
Okay, no, that's cool. No, okay, I got it.
I
That's
would
nice.
love to have one.
So there you guys. Now you guys know what we want on our. Wait, hold
Yeah,
on. Why
you
can't
may
I
wanna
switch
spin-
back here?
Anybody want to spend $1,300 on me? I would love to take.
For some reason, it won't let me switch back, which I don't know
Oh,
why.
we're just gonna look at a revolver for the
There we
rest.
go.
Of the... There we go.
Yeah.
I think I heard the Magic Pizza Elf just come in the door.
This is what you could put on the Christmas wish list.
So what do you? Yeah, what's on your Christmas wish list?
Gun wise.
Yeah, is there anything that you've been
Gun-wise.
craving?
Well, I think that like I said, that
Kimber.
the Kimber is nice. I also always wanted a Steyr pistol. The Steyr, a 9mm Steyr pistol.
I've never wanted to own one, but I've always wanted to shoot one. Like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to pick one up and shoot it, but they're hard to come by. They're really
So there was a pawn shop here that had the Steyr pistol there.
Tired?
Yes, and I've done a video on them, but that gun in the video was actually the gun I was supposed to buy, and then my friend Bubba Roadkill saw that yeah.
I would love to get my hands on one.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'll let you borrow it and make videos on it."
Get out.
So he has it, but yeah, you don't see these too often. And it has like the pyramid sights. You know, it has like the sights, the optics are a pyramid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I would like to get one of those in 9mm.
You don't hear about them very often. They're not common.
No, but they're good. They are good.
Yeah,
You know, they are good pistols. I'm trying to see if I could find like some images that shows the sights on them.
They have it's like pyramid sights, so they're triangular more than they're not square.
Yeah. And these were out, I think, before Glocks even. These predate Glocks. I think so.
No,
I think-
I don't.
Hold on a second. Now I gotta go. Let me go to where is it? Wikipedia.
Steyr M9.
Yeah, Steyr M9. I think they did outdate the Glock.
To the AUG pistols.
I think they came out before.
Nope, the M series came out in 1999. Well, after
Oh, they
Glock.
came out after Glock? They came out in 1999 in America or period?
No, in Austria, 1999.
Okay. Okay, so Glock was the first to do.
Glock came out in 1980, so that's quite a 20-year difference.
Does anything outdate Glock?
When it comes to plastic,
Yeah.
not really.
Okay.
I mean, stainless. A lot of people were using like the Smith & Wesson 4000 series or 3000 series.
Okay.
But no, in plastic, I think Glock was the first. Let's see, first plastic.
I thought there was one that came out before Glock.
German manufacturer Heckler & Koch made the first polymer pistol called the VP70. So the VP70 came.
So
out
HK.
before Glock.
Okay.
HK VP7.
Cruiseman says, if we're talking guns, I want my AR-10 upper back. Who has Cruiseman Guns AR-10 upper?
Not me.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I've got it. Don't come looking around here. I got an AR-10 around here.
BWE says, Babyface P, you want a Korth? What the hell is a Korth?
Korth, oof. He transferred one to one of his customers. A Korth is a base price for a Korth revolver is about $15,000.
Holy moly.
Completely hand-fitted, 100% hand-fitted, handmade. Well, obviously machine done, but everything is hand-fitted together. And so, yeah, when I went over there a year or two ago, I got to fondle the Korth that he had that was a customer's gun.
Mm-hmm.
That thing
Okay,
was
here, let's throw some pictures up here.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
these
they
look
are-
crazy.
Oh, they're beautiful. Again,
Oh, wow.
you're paying, at minimum, you're paying $12,000 for a Korth.
Mm.
So,
Oh, that's nice. Nice wood.
yes, yeah, that wood gives me wood.
And I like the Picatinny rails kind of on the side.
It's weird. It's a different design. So that's an unusual one. No, that's a Nighthawk Customs. That's not a Korth.
Oh, that's not a Korth? Oh, hold
That's
on.
on top left. Nighthawk
Oh,
Customs.
okay. What am I doing?
Korth.
I did
is
Korth.
the-
Oh, this is a Korth right here. This is a Korth.
Korth
Sorry,
NFR
my bad. My bad on that one. This is
That's
a
a
Korth.
pretty. No, that's a Nighthawk Customs.
What is happening?
KORTH.
It says Korth NXR right there.
Maybe Nighthawk imports them for Korth. Maybe Nighthawk imports them. Oh, the pizza fairy showed up. Could you give me some?
Oh, okay.
What was wrong with it? Oh, you should have told me that next time.
Yeah, maybe someone can fill us in on what's going on there. If it's Armory and Access says, Hank says wood. Freedom revolvers are extremely well made. There's probably some nice revolvers out. If you're gonna have a revolver, you know, and you're not a big revolver guy, you should have like a really just nice revolver, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just a nice revolver. Just everything feels. That's how I feel about it. If you're gonna have something like that, you know.
I tell a lot of people, if you don't want to spend big money, a 586 or a 686 Smith & Wesson, and if you send that gun to the custom shop to get it tuned by the Smith & Wesson custom shop guys, oh my God. I have my mom's cousin, so I guess my third cousin,
Mm-hmm.
has a 8-inch Smith & Wesson 686 completely customized at the custom shop, and that thing, it is smooth as butter when you pull that trigger back. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the
And they're
way,
not horribly expensive. Is the nice
yeah, BWE says Nighthawk Customs is importing the Korths now.
Okay.
So there you go. That's what's up with that. So that was a Korth
Yeah,
I was showing there.
the minimum on those is like $15,000. I thought they're not
Yeah.
cheap. They're very expensive.
Yeah. So listen, what do the folks out there want us to get into that we haven't covered? Meanwhile, I'm going to open up this handguard and take a look at it. This is, like I said, this came from Break Arms, and actually Barnauls sent it. Break Arms RG2 rigid rail system. I'm going to pop this open here. I'll go just on me so Babyface can get his pizza. I hope you're not using like a knife and a fork to eat your pizza. That's all. That's all I would ask.
I'm eating them by hand.
Yeah.
And you do a New York fold in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. It's in the plastic still. I never heard of Break Arms before.
I never have either.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Feels light. Feels light. I like all the cutouts on it. So there you go.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very lightweight handguard.
Yeah. M-lock. Yeah, it feels light. It's got the nut and everything inside there. Yeah, pretty nice. Yeah, we gotta make some guns, do some gun videos. Armament and Access says Gorn. He wants to show Gorn.
Problem.
Yeah. What have you? Oh yeah, we're showing Pizza Gorn right now.
It's fun. It's fun.
Pizza Gorn. That's what you
Like
guys
I told
get
Hank,
to
I'll
see.
I'll be upfront with everybody. I had a donut and a coffee for breakfast, and then I had a salad at like 12 o'clock today. So I am dying inside.
You
I'm
have
so
eaten
hungry.
more than I, sir. You have eaten more than I.
I'm not
So-
a rabbit. Lettuce does not stick to your gut, stick to your bones. I am so hungry.
Yeah. BWE says more Uzis. I don't
Crap.
have an Uzi.
Give-
I don't have an
Give me
Uzi.
one and I'll show it off.
Yeah. When someone makes a binary trigger for an Uzi, I'll be very interested.
That would be cool. Well,
Yeah, let me
Could you do that? I don't know if you could do that. I'd be interested to see.
Someone, anything could be done. Anything could be done. So
Yeah,
what do
with
you
enough
think?
time and effort.
Yeah, what's your predictions for SHOT Show? What do you think? Like, we're coming towards the end of the year now, right? By the way, so this week we're only doing today and tomorrow. Obviously, it's Thanksgiving. So for everyone hanging out, watching the show and all that kind of stuff, we're only doing today and tomorrow. So as we're winding down the year here, I think we got a couple, what do we have, like a week left in November? And then we got December. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to do as many shows as I can through the rest of November and December. But this is when we start seeing leaks from SHOT Show. So what do you think? Now that I'm messing around with this Glock, you think we're going to see anything from Glock, for example?
No, I don't think so.
This year?
Personally, me, I doubt it. Mm-hmm. If I were going to SHOT Show, I would be looking at accessories. Mm-hmm. I've said this before. I think I said this last year when you guys went, or 2 years ago. I'm kind of gunned out at the moment, where I have all the guns I want, other than some unique stuff. So I'm in the accessory boat. You guys know I'm hard in the night vision boat at the moment. So I would be looking at that like cool stuff.
So you're looking for things that you don't have, but then probably that would also, because you're also on a thing where you don't want to have too much different ammos and all that kind of stuff too, right?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
The things the guns that I want now are unique things like a CZ Scorpion, the original CZ Scorpion. I would love to have one of those, or weird stuff is what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. So
collectible. What kind of gun stuff do you collect? Like, what's in your collectible category? Like, I collect bullpups, so I'm still always looking out for cool bullpups. I think
you know me well enough at this point that I get into kicks, so I'll buy a whole bunch of something when I get into a kick of it, and then it'll fade.
You become a snob. You become a snob of that thing.
Then I go for the next kick, and right now I'm on the night vision kick, so that's what I've been spending my money.
What's the ultimate night vision? What's the night vision stuff that you don't have?
I would love some quad nods. We talked about this. 40 grand. So somebody went $48,000. I'll show my butthole for quad nods.
Someone might pay you that to not see it.
I would do that too. If you don't want to see it, I'll take 48 grand. I
don't think anybody wants to see that out there.
No.
Anyone who's that sick, you might not want to show it to them. Cruiseman said someone broke in and stole it back in. Oh, they stole his 10mm. You know what? Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, you know what would be cool? There's now some different companies are making 5.7 ARs, but not the ones where you top load. I don't like the top loading like a PS90. I'm not with that.
How are they doing? Are they doing it with a regular magazine?
Yeah, some are using the regular magazine. I kind of like those. I don't have one yet. There is a company here in Florida that makes them, but they hate me because I said the truth about something.
That's another one I'd love to have. I would love to have a PS90.
I would like to have one of those back again. I had one in the past, and I sold it. Yeah,
I would love, if I were getting one, I would plan on keeping it, and I'd SBR it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, without a doubt.
I'd love to have one.
Yeah. If I get one of those again, or when I get one of those, that's going to be tricked. That's going to be tricked. I'm going to get a nice color if they're available. Are they available in anything other than black? I don't think I've ever seen PS90s.
You can get them in green? Let's see. I'm going to look it up. Because a green, like a Ranger green PS90 would be awesome.
I don't ever remember seeing PS90s in different colors. I could be wrong. I mean, like, maybe people custom. I've seen people custom paint them. But
Flat Dark Earth. It looks like they make a Flat Dark Earth one.
They do. Okay.
They have an FDE one and a black one. That's pretty much it. You get black or FDE.
Okay.
Now, I would love to have one. The one time I shot it, I really liked it. I thought it was a cool gun.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'll do this weekend. I'll do a video on your FS2000 because that is a rare bird.
Yeah, that needs to get some videos done with. For sure. How do I close this out? I'm trying to go to FN and there's a. Why is there a freaking? How do I close the? Okay, there we go. Yeah. So here we go. PS90 17. That's the MSRP right there. 1800. 1800.
They're very, very expensive.
Yeah, guns. Standard black, 30 round, 10 round. They don't show the color options.
Do you want it in black or black? Take your pick. Right there. What are the two options? Scroll down.
No, these are just
Right
10
there,
round
right
or
there.
30 round.
Oh, weird. Okay.
10 round or 30 round. I thought you just said it wasn't on this site that you saw that then.
There's a picture. No, there's a picture here. Unless this is airsoft.
I don't
there's
know.
a picture here of one that's in Flat Dark Earth. Well, this
Okay.
might not be real. This might be airsoft.
Yeah.
It probably comes in black and black.
Yeah, they probably just make them in black. I mean, you can get them custom painted and all that. But I would definitely get one of those again.
Cool. They're really cool guns.
And it's a bullpup. It's got to go back in the collection.
It's a collection.
You know, I'm trying to think.
What other bullpups are you missing?
I'm missing a British bullpup.
I don't know if you're ever gonna have that. I hate to
Not
tell
gonna
you.
get those. Yeah.
But get a FAMAS. They did import a semi-auto FAMAS, so you could find one of those. They're fairly expensive.
Yeah, those
But
have gone
they're
up now. Yeah.
Nobody-
Those were
when they
cheaper
imported them
before.
first-
I've
nobody
walked
wanted
away
them when
from
they first imported.
I've walked away from buying those before, and I regret that.
Oh, those are cool. Those are real cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of money back then when I first started doing this. It was a lot of money for me,
Probably
and I
was,
didn't
yeah.
do it. But it would have probably been a good thing to buy. Now
That's always
I
the
don't know.
problem, though, is when you look back, you're like, I wish I could have bought that, and you're like, well, shit, I didn't have the money for that. I couldn't have afforded it even if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You need to have one of those. You already have the FS2000, so that's
Have
already
an
out.
FS2000. Yep. I need to do
got
some
the shotgun.
videos on bullpups. I need to do.
You have an AUG, so you already got
I
an
have
AUG.
an AUG. Yep. I've got
You
the
already have a
IWI.
Tavor.
Yeah, got a Tavor and an X95.
Oh, I love the X95.
Yeah. You know, it'd be nice. It's not a bullpup, but I'd like to get a Scar one of these days.
I would love to have one too. They're just expensive.
Is FN remodeling the Scar? Is the Scar
I
getting?
think so.
Okay. I don't know. Did I see somewhere that there was going to be an updated version of the Scar? I don't know. I thought I did. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. I thought I saw that.
I saw the I watched a video today on the Walther. What is it? Walther 2000. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Oh, they did small stuff. See this?
A2000.
FN announces key upgrades to proven FN Scar semi-automatic line. Now features dual non-reciprocating.
Non-reciprocating charging handles. Who would have
Crazy-
thought that
crazy
was a good
people.
idea?
Crazy people. Crazy
It just
people.
took them forever to realize that that's what people wanted.
Dual non-reciprocating charging handles. Oh, okay. So that's the. Okay, I guess that's the upgrade. You were saying something about Walthers? What kind of?
WA2000.
Check that out, Walther.
There we go.
I'm
If you
rocking
could
a
ever
Walther
afford
shirt
one
right
of
now.
these,
WA2000.
WA2000. If you could ever afford one of these, I would lose my shit.
How much is it? WA.
I've not looked at the prices lately, but they're probably north of 15 grand, 20 grand. They only made like
Oh
they
yeah,
only
yeah,
made
yeah.
a
I've
handful.
seen this before. Yeah.
You know this one?
Yeah. Well, you've talked about this before.
Oh, it's a cool gun, but they
I'll just
never
put in a
really
request. I'll just put in a request with Walther, and let's see if they.
Yeah, if you
If
could go
they
back in
send us
time, because
one.
they made them from 1982 to 1988, so they are no longer
Yeah.
around.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. That's cool though. That's cool. You know what would be
300
nice?
mag.
You know what would be nice? I saw Coleon Noir did a video a while back. I saw he did a video where he was building his own PPK. Did you see that?
Mhm.
He was building up a stain.
No,
You
No,
didn't see
it's
where
not.
he was building up a stainless steel PPK?
I don't watch a lot of his content.
Oh, okay. You know, that'd be
Hey, I can
nice.
tell you this:
Mhm.
WA2000
How much?
sold December 5th, 2020, at Rock Island Auction for $97,000.
Oh, we can get Walter to buy one of those.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a job for Walter.
Yeah, 97 Walter bucks right there.
Yeah, I saw there were airsoft versions. I'm gonna go.
That's what you need.
I'm just gonna play this probably really quick and then get out because we'll get in trouble for showing someone else's video here. but there is this video right here of him building, building his own PPK. That was cool. I would like to do something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really neat.
I'm sure I could sneak into the Walther factory.
You might know somebody that can
make some phone calls.
Yeah.
But that would be nice. That honestly would be nice.
That's another gun. A PPK, the 380.
Yeah, just
the James Bond gun. I would love to have one of those.
Yeah. What was the actual, like, I saw there was a thing where one of James Bond's guns was like a fake gun or airsoft gun. Do you know what I'm talking about? There was like...
No, but it wouldn't surprise me at all.
There was this gun that James Bond had in a movie, and everyone's like, oh, that gun's not even real.
You could tell from the movie that it was fake, like watching it.
Damn it. Let me see. James Bond, not real gun. There was something that James Bond had. Sorry, I just hit the microphone for anyone out there.
In movie.
There was some gun in a movie, but it wasn't...
The 1997 film, Tomorrow Never Dies, Bond switches from his trusted PPK to the new Walther P99. No, that's not it.
No. It's collectible. It's like a James Bond gun. It's like an airsoft, but it's collectible.
Don't know what it is.
In the movie, I think in the movie it was actually airsoft. It was probably one of the earlier
they
movies.
actually used a fake gun, yeah.
Was it this one? No. No. Someone knows that. Someone out there has to know what I'm talking about. There was something I was looking at, and people were like, oh, the actual gun in the movie was not a real gun. Maybe I need to find that on Firearms Internet Movie Database or something like that. I remember seeing this somewhere, that they were like, in this movie, this gun was not a real gun, but it was used in the James Bond movies.
Like when you say not a real gun, like it didn't exist anywhere, or it was just an airsoft replica?
It was some kind of airsoft gun.
That doesn't surprise
and
me.
they used it in the movie because it looked cool, but it was not based on an actual gun.
Oh, like the golden, not
like
the
that.
golden gun.
I don't think it was the golden. I don't think it was it the golden gun. I don't know.
The golden gun's not real. It definitely is not real. It can't be based on anything.
Yeah, I remember. I thought we talked about it here on the show one time with someone, and they were like, "Yeah, that gun wasn't even real."
I have no idea. If anybody in the chat knows, let us know, because I have no clue.
It was probably a Sean Connery gun. Let me see. This is a thing talking about... I'm looking at this article right now, talking about Sean Connery guns, if I can get it to pull up. Yeah, I would think one of the gun guys out there would know this. That in the movie, it was not a real gun. It was like airsoft or something, but they used it in the movie. And if you want to find that gun in real life, you have to get an airsoft, because it wasn't... And then there's people who actually make... There's people who actually make the replicas or whatever of it and sell it. But so let me just look through this
2 days ago. Look at this one. This is off topic from that. Post of the day: Slovenia Armed Forces uses the F-2000.
Still.
It's on the Firearms blog, about halfway down the first page, 3/4 of the way down the first page.
Okay,
They're still to this day using the F-2000.
I'm trying to scroll through this thing and see.
Yeah, it's like 3/4 of the way down.
There's when did he use he uses a FN Browning model?
Oh, you're still looking for that? You're never gonna find it.
I'm trying to figure out what that gun was.
Back to the podcast. You're hosting a show live on the internet.
He used a Armalite AR-7 one time.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a very popular. You know the AR-7, the takedown.
Yeah, the takedown that floats and everything.
Yeah, that's very popular in movies. I'm just looking at the Sean Connery guns. What is this?
Host the show and look it up.
He used a Browning Auto 5 shotgun.
I have
Sean
2
Connery.
of those here at the house right now.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool.
I'm cleaning one for a friend of the family. She wanted.
He used a Colt Detective
actually a Remington
Special,
11, but close enough.
Webley Mark 6 cigarette gun. Oh man, I'm not gonna find that thing, but someone.
No, you're never gonna find it right now while you're looking.
Yeah, somewhere I was looking at that
You're
thing.
gonna find it 3 days from now when you're least expecting it.
Yeah. Oh, use a Mac 10.
See if there's anything else.
Okay, I can't let it go. Okay, I'm gonna try to let it go.
Gotta let it go and host the show. God.
What was the truth? What was the truth about guns thing?
First, 3/4 of the way down the page, you're still using the FS 2000.
Okay, let's see. Truth about guns. Now I gotta pull.
I'm looking to see if there's any news on any gun stuff going on. I haven't looked at the chat in a while. Let's see if anybody's chatting.
Yeah. I'm pulling up Truth About Guns right now for the peoples. You know, if it would just load.
It's just, I guess it's the slow time of year. There's not a whole lot.
So let's see. New Primary Arms SLX full size. Okay.
That's not it.
They have a magnifier. Real reason.
No, not Truth About Guns. Firearm plug.
Firearms plug. You told me Truth About Guns.
I'm pretty sure it's a firearms plug.
No, we can. Someone that was listening out there.
We can go back and look. It's recorded.
We can't actually go back and look here, but someone out there knows that you said the firearms plug. No, you said Truth About Guns.
I said, yes, right. I said the firearms plug.
No. Not at all.
Oh, God.
Yeah, someone out there, man, of you gun guys can tell me what was the
Your
James
brain
Bond gun that
will
was
not let it go, will it?
Yeah, I'm going to hunt that down at some point here.
You're like 3/4 of the way down. You'll see them. They're still using that. What did I say?
Anti-aircraft
Slovenia?
Swiss Star Wars. Okay. The
Slovakia?
Flight King. Royal Navy testing new 50 mount. Okay. Kimber adds.
Keep on keeping on.
Micro 9. Kimber Micro 9s. Wait. Fiachi Group develops biodegradable shotgun wads? Okay.
Yeah, I guess so you can shoot out and they
That's
fall
cool.
apart.
Yeah, yeah. That's a cool thing. You know, I'm not going to knock that. Wait. Post of the day. SA-80A2 Battle Group Estonia. Do you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. So I guess Estonia is using the SA-80 as well.
Yeah. When are we going to get those? Smith & Wesson, silencer set. I don't see it.
Keep going. You're halfway through. Look at the bar. I said 3/4.
Okay, orange.
Look at the bar on the right. You're like halfway. Keep going.
Sorry, gold barrels for the P365.
I saw the gold barrels. I don't like gold stuff on my gun. That's just me, maybe. I'm not really on board with it.
If you show, I see it. Slovenian Armed Forces. Yeah, the Slovenians.
They are still using the F2000.
Yeah, let's go full page on this. What does it say here? Does every country have an army? Nope. There are over 20 countries in the world that do not have an active army. Slovenia is not one of them. And here we can see candidates in basic military professional training. The Slovenian Armed Forces are one of the few armies to use the F2000, excuse me, made by FN Herstal.
It's a weird gun.
They look scary.
I've shot yours. It's a weird gun. It's a really, really weird gun.
It's like a boat. It's a lot of plastic.
It is. It's like
it's
big
not.
and bulky.
It's not heavy. Yeah. It's big and bulky, but it doesn't. How can I put it? Here's the best picture that they have of it because they don't have a lot of clear pictures of
surprisingly, it's actually a fairly comfortable gun to hold. That's the weird part. Is it looks like it looks like a big old whale, but it's actually like the ergonomics of it are decently comfortable, which is weird.
But isn't that the same way that the IWI Tab 12 was?
Tab 12, very impressed. Yeah, I thought it was comfortable in the arms. It's back heavy, obviously, but no, it very, very comfortable. And I got schooled by so many people in the comments for that damn video.
What happened?
A bunch of people jumped in and were like, "Man, you should probably read the instructions before taking it out."
You don't read no instructions.
Exactly. I was like, I don't read instructions.
Wait till you see my video. It's gonna be worse.
Yeah. So the low The one thing I did learn from a commenter, and I think I pinned the comment, there's a switch on it for what I thought was low brass and high brass. It's actually for the L is for 2 3/4 shells, and the H is for 3-inch Magnum shells.
Okay.
So even if you have high brass 2 3/4, leave it on the low setting. Don't put it on the high setting.
Okay.
So I got so many comments telling me to read the damn manual.
Yeah, it's such a pain, man. If you get your gun, how much time do you spend reading the manual versus just shooting
put shells in it and shoot it.
Yeah. If you run into problems, read the manual.
Exactly. And you know me, I love to shit on bullpups. I thought it was a fun gun. I really liked it.
I haven't shot it yet. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, that was cool.
M. Avon says, I wonder what the shelf life is on biodegradable shotgun wads. Shelf life. Probably. That's a good question.
As long as you keep it dry,
huh?
You know, maybe. I don't know. There's something to be said about.
What is it in the bio that makes it degradable? Is it like if it rained?
Yeah, I guess it's some sort of like plastic that can melt in the rain.
Well, maybe then it's made from corn or something like that.
Yeah, that's what those straws. If you go to Dunkin', you get those fake plastic straws here in Gainesville. It's probably made from something like that.
Yeah, it's probably made from corn or some other plant byproduct that animals or insects would eat, and therefore.
Yeah, and it just melts away.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long it takes for them to biodegrade.
I hate to say it, but there's something to be said that a well-kept round from 1905, I could probably still pick it up and put it in and shoot it, and it would still go. Yeah. Because it was brass and lead and powder. Mm-hmm. We start messing with the status quo and things start getting all funky.
Well, it's like, have you ever been to a shooting to wherever, like at whatever kind of range that people shoot shotguns and you're just crunching plastic the whole time?
Piles and piles of plastic shells, yes.
Yeah. I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it, but I've done it, yeah.
Have you been to Gator Skeet and Trap Club here?
No.
It's nice. It's out near the airport. It's a shotgun range here in Gainesville. It's actually very nice.
They have crazy coil machines, like the things that shoot the discs up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they have some really nice equipment there.
Oh, okay. Those are fun.
It was really fun. Now, when I took Marley for the second time. I went once. I think her and I went together the first time ever, and even she had a blast. She loved it.
Yeah. I think that would be a cool Christmas gift to get for the range here. Crazy quail machine.
Crazy quail? What is that? 10 grand?
I don't know.
You imagine your neighbors wake up and they just see skeet flying over their houses. Yeah. And
I'll be shooting the living bejeebers out of those things.
Skeet shooting is really fun.
Yeah. Okay, Lola wanted to know, she's asking you this. She says, do you do any cooking for Thanksgiving, Patrick? And she wants to know from the folks out there whether or not they cook for Thanksgiving for the family and all that.
Yeah, so me personally, I don't. Everything has always been supplied. We do, my family, so my grandparents used to do all the cooking. Our tradition is to go to my grandparents' house, and my grandmother used to do all the cooking. She's losing herself a little bit, so she's probably not going to be cooking this year or any years to come. But so I think my aunt and uncle will probably help out. My grandfather likes to cook, so he's probably going to do some of it. The thing that my family, my dad is known for is fried turkeys. So he does all the fried turkeys. He'll fry, once he gets the oil up to temp, he'll fry like 5 to 8 turkeys. We have some family friends that'll come over and bring a turkey, and he'll fry theirs too. And so we always bring the fried turkey. My grandfather usually makes the baked turkey, and then we all kind of pitch in on sides.
Okay. So no, not doing any kind of Thanksgiving cooking.
Any cooking. I sit in the morning and drink coffee, and I watch the turkey fryer go. And then I show up at my grandmother's house or my grandparents' house, and I partake in whatever food they have. So usually what I do when I show up is like Marley and I will set the table. Like we'll put out all this finery, set the table, get the silverware out. Like that's the sort of stuff I do. We normally don't do that.
Who's gonna take over from the grandparents?
I don't know. That's a hard thing to. It's a hard thing to figure out. I don't know so my grandmother this year has started getting really, really forgetful, where she will have days it's sad. She'll have days where she doesn't know who anybody is, and then she'll have good days. But so I don't know.
Unfortunately, that's what happened to my mom. That sucks.
It's the thing I keep telling everybody, and I have to keep telling myself, is it only affects us because she doesn't know any better. If she's being forgetful, she has no idea what she doesn't know. So it doesn't affect her as negatively as it affects us being on the outside looking and going, she doesn't know who we are right now.
Yeah. Well, I know it was like, I remember my mom calling me like every 15 minutes and having the same conversation with me.
See that, this year has been the first year I've had to deal with it, and it is very difficult. It's not something I'm used to. So, I'm not sure who's going to take over. Marley and I are working on. So my grandparents used to do all of it. We would do Thanksgiving there and Christmas Eve at their house, Christmas morning at my mom and dad's house. And Marley and I, since we're going to be the first ones to have kids, are probably going to be taking over Christmas morning. We'll have the first set of kids, so you get excited for Christmas again. So we're working on taking over Christmas morning. But yeah, Thanksgiving, I'm not really sure yet.
Whoever's the oldest that cooks. That's
yeah.
I mean, that's how it goes.
I think we'll probably keep it at my grandparents' house as long as possible. Even if my grandmother's not around any longer, we'll probably still, I could foresee my grandfather hosting it. And we would just do the cooking and bring everything over and then set up and, have it over there. But no, it's sad. You don't realize these little things until they start fading, and you're like, the first one. Sorry, I'm going off on a dark tangent, but so I worked from the time I was 15 through my sophomore year of college. I worked for my grandfather. He had a construction company, so I worked for him. And my grandfather's the type of person. I don't know if you ever met him. He was the type of person. Is the type of person that can do anything. He was an engineer for Honeywell. He helped put the guys on the moon. He was part of the moon program. So he's the type of person that you put something in front of him and he was always able to do it. And then in the last 5 or 6 years, he went from 60 to 70 to 80, and now he's like 86, 87. And you see old folks start slowing down. He's not spry like
we're not meant to last forever,
No, and it hits you hard when you start seeing those things where you see these people that are like your superheroes. You see them as like, oh, my grandfather will be around forever. He can do anything he wants. And then they start getting old, and it kind of hits you. You're like, man, they're not going to be here forever. Sorry for bringing
it's the circle of life. It needs to teach us that we have stuff to do. We need to get some things like having some babies.
We're working on it.
Yeah. So
holidays are always that time of year that this sort of stuff comes back up, because it's easy to forget about during the summer, and then when family stuff happens, holidays come around, you're like, man, all those people are gone. I can't believe so many people aren't with it. So I totally understand. There's a real Christmas depression that some people hit when they see all their past family. I can totally understand it. I totally get it now.
There's weird phases you go through. Even for Lola and myself, we're used to the boys being here, and we didn't.
Has it been weird?
It's really weird for me. I can't deal with it. I keep telling Lola, where the hell are these boys?
Yeah,
they need to bring their butts and come back home and hang out with us.
You said you did a lot of raising. You stayed home with them a lot.
Yeah.
When they were growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got that paternal attachment to them.
Yeah, I mean, and we got used to having holidays by ourselves, or sometimes we'll take the kids to Disney or Universal, and we'll be there for Thanksgiving or for Christmas and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll always be together. We always look at Harry Potter movies and all these weird Christmas movies.
Moving into the next phase of life is really, really weird. And so Christmas right now for Marley and I, we're in that in-between where Christmas, when I was, before I was 18, Christmas is exciting because everybody's giving you shit. You're super excited. Now from 22 to 30, it's it's just another holiday that goes by. And then from what I hear, when you have kids, Christmas becomes a huge, big thing again.
because it's
So
magical. It's magical for
Yeah.
the kids, and yeah.
It's weird because it loses some of that magic when you become an adult. It's just like
Yeah.
another holiday.
I mean, as
It's
my
just
kids
another
got
holiday.
older, like now they don't want anything. I'm always asking them if
Yeah.
they want. They don't
Yeah,
want
I'm-
anything, but it's just
We're
fun
in the
to
same
just
boat.
hang out with them, and
That's what we found. That's what I found is the most. I have these things that I try to cling on to as best I can. So one of my favorites about Thanksgiving, and I think I might be the only one that loves it. I don't know, but we've been doing it for the last like 10 years. Is so we eat like late lunch. So we'll have like all of our stuff at like 2 or 3 o'clock, and then everybody will relax. My aunt and uncle, my uncle might take a nap. People will relax around the house, and then everybody kind of gets charged back up again at like 5 or 6 o'clock. I always make a big pot of coffee, and we sit like as a group, sit down and look through the Black Friday ads. Like it's been something we've done for like I'm not even kidding. It's a weird thing we've done for the last like 10 years, and I love it because it's
Look
like
for
the
deals.
one time a year that everybody's around the same table and we're talking.
it's
just
community.
nonsense.
Community is
Yeah,
a big
we're just-
deal. Yeah.
We're just talking nonsense, drinking coffee, looking at Best Buy, what's on sale this year. And I love that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
God, I
Yeah.
love that type of stuff.
Yeah, we got to go back to that kind of thing. I mean, I know this year is going to be tough, like when it comes to buy. Listen, I recommend people don't even try to buy anything. Yeah, let these
Like I
people
said,
trying
that-
to sell us stuff, let them suffer and get their acts together. But it's
The-
cool to hang out with the family and talk and play games and do all
That's
that
the
kind
thing.
of stuff.
Yeah, I found that one year that we all made gifts for each other instead of going out and buying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was the best. Everybody loved what they got. Everybody loved it. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I like just like sometimes the kids are here and we put Legos together, or I watch them
Yes!
put Legos together, or we play Monopoly where I beat them because they don't know the rules and I do.
You use those sneaky rules that nobody pays attention to.
Yeah, that's the one place I read the rules when I'm
Yeah.
playing Monopoly. You know,
No, but it's weird. And I think you go through phases. Like there are like steps, and in between those steps, people die off. Like I think my parents are at that next step in life. My parents are both 65, 64, something like that, and they're hitting that next stage where people who are unhealthy are starting to have heart attacks and die.
unfortunately, yeah.
Things like that happen. So
Yeah, someone has to pick up the traditions. Like I know probably for Lola and I, as the boys, you know, they don't have kids, and I'm not looking forward to having any grandkids anytime soon. But
you know
but
what's
that's
funny
where
is you say that
Lola
now,
does the cooking. You know, she likes that kind of thing.
I have a feeling you're gonna love having grandkids. I feel like you like babies.
Yeah,
You a
I
baby-
do,
baby-
I do. But you know,
Yeah.
I don't want them to rush into it when they don't have their shit
no
together.
rushing. They're still young.
Yeah,
They still have
people
time.
need to graduate and have
Yes.
degrees.
Yep.
You know, right now only one of them has degrees, and he has his associates, and he's working. My younger
Gotta work
son
on the
has
next
his associates. Yeah, he's working on it, and then my older son is getting a bachelor's, and he's freaking, you know, yeah, he's got some
Lola
expensive
complained last
credits.
time I was over there.
Yeah, he's got expensive credits that need to get done, you know, but he's like all about his girlfriend right now.
That
Yeah, it's crazy. But you guys
gotta
will
get this
see
thing
him
done.
soon because he's in the video shooting this gun.
yeah, I have to go watch it. But no,
You know,
I
he's
think
in-
Marley and I are planning on picking up the Christmas holiday because we're gonna have the kids first.
You guys
We
have
will
a house?
The youngins. We have
Yeah.
the house. We will be hosting Christmas morning for the next couple years, probably.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's sad. You think back on being a kid. Well, I think. I don't know how your childhood was. It sounds like yours was rough. But for me, I look back on being a kid, and I miss some of the, it's just, that is what it is. Rose-tinted glasses.
I like like we need to actually be with other human beings. That's why it's tough in places like in Australia and these other places with the crazy lockdowns going on, where I think in Australia now they're taking people to camps. I saw that.
I couldn't.
Let me see if I can actually show that. But I did see that.
I need human interaction in my days. Like, I get stir crazy if I don't see somebody for a day or two. I start getting a little crazy.
I saw. Where
If I
did
don't
I
hear
see
voices.
it?
You know the funny one. And this is the audience may not be able to relate to this, but last night.
I'm gonna throw this
we
up here.
had-
Go ahead. I'm gonna throw up
No,
the.
no, go ahead.
Check
Go
that
ahead.
out.
See
Look,
this real quick.
dystopia down under. Australian military summoned to
Relocate.
relocate COVID-19 positive and close contacts to quarantine camps.
This is nuts. That's insane.
This is from what is this? This is Gateway. Is this the Gateway Pundit?
Gateway
I think.
Pundit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Gateway Pundit.
Yeah.
That's
that's
pure crazy.
The Australian Army has begun forcibly removing residents in the Northern Territories to the Howard Springs quarantine camp located in Darwin after 9 new COVID-19 cases were identified in the community of Binjari. The move
9?
The move comes after hard lockdowns were instituted in the communities of both Binjari and nearby Rockhole on Saturday night. As of the November 21st, Australia has a rate of 71.3% fully vaccinated and 1.3% booster given. Despite that, it says they're still high. So that's you know.
You do not ask for your rights back and get them. That's not how that works. That's the only way I can put it is nobody has ever said, "Can I please have my rights back?" and been granted.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to do other things.
Yeah. Now let me do a couple things. I know there was something that you wanted to talk about here. You can talk about that, and I will. We're gonna wrap up here in a second. I do actually want to show people this is YouTube /BabyfaceP for you guys. Go check that out.
Yep.
And subscribe there. And then Lola is telling me that the Hank Strange that we got a video up live. Let's see. There he goes. Barnauls KP15 with Liberty Zulu. That's up live.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange.
Check that out. Arms list. Look, arms list is all up in there now.
Nice logo.
Yeah. So check out that video here. Let me see. I'm going to scrub forward in it, but you guys can help us by going and checking out that video as well as Babyface P's videos on YouTube and watching them and sharing them and commenting and all that.
Utreon. My channel is live on Utreon. So
yes. Yeah, if you're on Utreon, you're right. We should just watch them on Utreon. You know, why do anything else? So check that out, and then I'll go back here to Babyface P. That's what it looks like for you guys to go subscribe, comment on the videos. That Tab 12 video is right there. He looks like he's having fun.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah,
I
that's a good loop. You know when they do the loops on.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. When if the algorithm wasn't against you, that would already be like 80,000 views.
That algorithm hates us.
It sucks so much balls. It sucks sweaty, hairy donkey balls.
Yeah, it doesn't like us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you tell the folks out there how they could support you, other than obviously checking out Babyface on YouTube. Where else can they go?
Yeah, youtube.com/babyfaceP or Instagram baby_faceP. Utreon, I think if you do a search for Babyface P, I should come up on Utreon now, and they're importing all my videos. So whenever anything goes live on YouTube, if you don't want to watch it there, you can check it out on Utreon.
Yep. And we need to figure out how to do that collab thing. So, like, if you and Walter are on, I wonder if we could do it with 3 people. Do the collab with 3 people. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. If let's see, I don't think there's anything else.
I
haven't put up anything this week, and I will be working on some.
Okay, yes, and also Babyface P is doing articles for the PSA blog.
Yeah,
which you guys can find.
The PSA blog, you will see Babyface Patrick, Babyface P James, I think is what I'm listed as in the blog.
It sounds like a complete criminal name.
I hear people enjoy my writing, so as long as people are enjoying it, I will continue to write because I actually really like it. It's really fun writing articles. Yeah,
and Edward Brower, the CEO of Utreon, says, he wants to enable subscriptions on your channel. He wants to know if he could do that. And he said, let's make the next one. He says, let's make the next one a collab, and you can collab up to 10 people.
Cool, yeah. Babyface, can we enable subscription on your channel? Absolutely. I would not say no to getting all the features.
Yeah.
I will never say no to having more features.
Yeah, and so, Edward, take a look at, I think Walter did Safety Harbor Firearms, right? I know he said that he did, but he's not sure if he did everything. So if you find Safety Harbor Firearms on Utreon, let us know. We'll try to get in touch with Walter and find out what's going on with that.
Subs are on. So I see subs just got turned on. So if anybody wants to subscribe to me, that money will come directly to me, and it will be spent on the channel. It never gets put into my pocket.
Yes, and then when we do this, we'll figure out how to do the collab thing, and people give money, you'll get yours, and Walter get his, and we'll work it out like that. I'm totally 100% happy with that.
I want to see companies like this grow and outcompete the competition.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to run in the end. We're going to come back. Babyface is going to give us the words of wisdom since he's the only guest. So you better start working on that. Big shout out to TUSC Firearms Crypto. We really appreciate those guys, as well as everyone else that sponsors the podcast. So, you've got, who do we have here? We have Walther, okay? We've also got Arms List now on board. We've got Safety Harbor Firearms, we've got the dudes from High Point / Barnauls sponsoring the podcast as well. So shout out to all those guys. We've also got the guys from Franklin Armory. Everyone that sponsors, big shout out to those people. Big thanks. I'm gonna run in the end. We'll be right back here in a second. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching and listening to us here live. We're live on Utreon. So big shout out to everyone listening to us there. We're going to rip the audio out of this, throw it up on iTunes and all your other favorite places to listen to your audio podcast. We're part of the Firearms Radio Network as well, so there's tons of people coming in and listening to the podcast there. We appreciate that, and everyone everywhere, wherever they listen or watch. Babyface, what you got, man?
Take time to cherish those around you, because you never know when they will be gone.
Amen. Amen. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the last time this week. Peace out. See you guys. Thanks so much. Hold on, I got to make sure I do everything right here. Hold on, because that's why Edward's watching me. He's like, Hank, make sure you press. I got to do end first.
Good night, all.
and then come back over here and hit end.